let's get going then. Start off by we usually start by doing a recap of what happened last time. So, who wants to do that? Anyone?
I shall go ahead. So last time, a little something happened. We're really scratching my brain. So I believe we started receiving news about what had happened after we sent the object of extreme value monetarily and known evil, the evil artifact of high power, to a known evil being, the genie that Pyros gets his powers from. And
it's a great decision. I stand by it.
The evil genie did something to the evil artifact we sent it, and then what we're assuming, and then Pyros lost the powers of the genie and lost the influence. So it's kind of no control over you, but at the same time, no benefits from it, is my understanding. So it's interesting. Then we decided to leave our town of Port Lone, where we were, to get away from the sickness that's there, because we don't want to take expensive drugs that could potentially kill us, especially without any resurrection diamonds at the moment. So we went on, we travelled, we got to the border. A certain someone in our party just blasted a fireball at a bunch of people that could or could not be bandits. They could have just been people on the road. They were not attacking us. They were just in the middle of the road, waiting about, and they didn't
Asking
look
for their
too
valuables.
threatening.
Yeah, asking if we had valuables.
Wow.
Yeah.
that
To be fair, you had a discussion. It wasn't like out of nowhere.
It was sort
I mean,
of
in
out of
6
nowhere.
It's kind of an achievement. In 6 months, that's the only violent thing I did.
So they all died instantly, and then we just kept on moving. And did anything else eventful happen on the road? No, probably not. No one summoned a elemental at their max possible level, and then because one of the themes of this campaign is magic is unstable at the moment. Without someone stabilizing your magic, you can have increased effects, and the increased effect of this one was a stronger than anticipated elemental came out. So a 7th level spell slot was used to summon a 7th level elemental, and it was stronger than that. And then we had to fight that elemental. So yeah, whoever summoned it probably, caused a lot of fun for the party, getting to try out new attacks. That's definitely what happened there. And then we got to Jost, and we tried to get medical attention for our injured party members. I don't remember how many of us are injured. I know one of us has good kind of bleeding. 2 members are injured because the blood is on the inside.
I have the scar that's...
Oh yeah, you're disfigured.
Yeah.
Turns out they were having a massive cultural festival ritual between 2 gods getting married. One god of healing, one god of hurting people, both evil gods. And they're... Long story short, we didn't really get the attention we wanted. And then when we went back after the festival had ended, they were still very uncooperative. And Mervyn is still very much in pain, and Pyro still has his scar, and they tried to fleece us out of our money, and we said no, basically. But they did let us use their font of holy water, so we were able to use some scrying. And
blood.
Holy blood. Well, holy liquid. And that basically told us nothing. So I'm glad we used a bunch of scrying on that. And then
it was worth a try.
it told us we got information by gaining no information, but not very much because we didn't get any information.
I'm happy with what we learned about the genie, that the cave is dark, and so
Yeah.
presumably he's not there.
Presumably. And I think that's more or less where we got up to.
Pretty much. There's a couple of details here and there, but pretty much, yeah. Yeah, where we left off was that you are... in the morning you went to the Temple of Luthic, and then you asked around, didn't get any healing. Oh, well, they were cooperative. They just wanted money, and you didn't want to
A
pay.
lot of it.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. And yeah, then you did your scrying things, and then you walked out, and then you were like, what are we going to do now? And that's where we ended. I don't think we ended on any sort of big cliffhanger. No, it was just, you just left, and then that's where we, start off.
Like, put up posters or something, like requesting the services of a healer, and hopefully maybe there's just someone in town that has the ability and wants X amount of money. Is everyone okay with that plan?
We can also check the market first, see if they've got any. They could have a scroll of 6th level healing that one of us could use.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Let's try
Otherwise,
that.
I think our goal here was to try to talk to the elders or whatever and about the tower.
Yes.
I don't think a
Talk to
six. Well, for spell scrolls, how do we do it? Do we have to use it only if it's in our class list?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, then I don't think a 6th level scroll will work because I can cast a 6th level healing spell, but we need like a 6th level spell that is like a heal spell, and none of us can
Bard
cast
or
that.
sorcerer have access to a heal
Bard
that powerful?
might have.
Bard gets regenerate, which is 7th level.
Okay,
So
then
if we
that's the only one
find,
we
if
can
we
go
find the
for.
regenerate spell scroll, it can work.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think all right. And then how much money should I put on the poster as plan B?
How much money do we have? That's a good question. We have 7,000. Yikes, we're a little low.
How is that though?
I think I'll put maybe 500 gold on the.
Yeah.
And then I'll put in
okay
an
amount.
addendum in gems, preferably in gems.
Mm-hmm.
Cash also available. I'd rather pay them in gems because we can't always pay in gems. And
Then put it as like 700 gems, 500 in gold.
No, I think I'm just gonna do 500 gold in preferably in gems. You know, I think it's fine.
So you're gonna go to the market to buy information and also possible poster supplies.
Yes, and a revivified diamond if we can find it.
Yeah. Did you already check the... No, you didn't go shopping here, no. You went shopping in the previous place. You... Actually, you notice that there is some sort of like some sort of traders around close by to the temple. And you... I guess you ask around for a healing scroll?
Yeah. I mean, we're always on the lookout for magic items in general, I feel. But
and diamonds.
Yeah. In particular, we're looking for healing scrolls.
Don't forget those diamonds.
Magic and diamonds. These don't seem to have necessarily any magical items right here, but they tell you that you might want to try the Mages Guild for the scrolls.
They have a Mages Guild here. Interesting.
Yes.
to the Mages Guild.
Do you want to check for the gems while we're here?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. Do they have diamonds?
They do not, but they tell you that you might.
Come on, dude, it's our last stop before the big scary tower. Don't leave us without it.
Unless we get on a side quest.
Hold on, I'm trying to like figure out where you would find the diamonds.
Okay.
There's none in stock, but there happens to be a diamond mine nearby. Woo!
No, they tell you that there's a jeweler, also who is actually nearby the Mages Guild.
Let's just buy some fancy diamond jewelry and just rip out the diamond.
No, I'll wear it all.
So where does the poster say to contact you guys?
Skywrite. That's the only way we're.
Right.
I mean,
right. We don't have to buy poster making supplies.
Yeah.
Skywrite.
Please don't skywrite.
It's our preferred method of communication. Before we
So
got
while you guys head to
stuff.
the Mages Guild, I'm going to be one step behind you in the marketplace, find the bill, and I want to know where I'm going.
Yeah, I think it'll probably be, I guess.
Back to the tavern we went to, or the inn we
Yeah,
stayed
the
at.
tavern we went to, and then I guess I'll wait there. I'll split.
We'll
my
set a
party.
time like as well.
But
Yeah, okay.
Evening.
But hold on, why are you writing posters or anything
Before
when
we
you
go
already
in.
know where the healing is?
Okay, fine. Let's go to the Mages Guild first.
Because they are trying to look for someone cheaper.
Yeah.
Fine.
Because I mean, you could do whatever you want, but I figure out if one group splits off and goes to the Mages Guild to buy healing scrolls, and one person goes off and waits for some healers to come, then I think you're paying double at that point.
Yeah, actually, could we I mean, I could
Let's
just
go
put
see what the
posters up.
scrolls they have.
Forget the. You know what? Actually, spell scrolls have been so expensive. Let's forget the Mages Guild. and just-
Magic. Let's go for magic.
well, let's have one group go to the elders, and then I'll wait at the tavern for if someone shows up for healing.
So you're splitting the party in 3?
No, okay. If I think the poster is going to work, and I think it'll be cheaper than a spell scroll. So
I think
is there a
regardless
poster in
of
the Mages
if it
Guild?
works or not, I want to see what they have in the mages place.
Oh, okay, fine.
So split the party.
Well, we can just check what they have and then put the posters up.
What's wrong with splitting the party? It's not like we're doing anything like serious
Let's
today.
get David in fast sooner rather than later. Let's do the posters. I know that's metagaming, but I wanna. Also, I genuinely do think a spell scroll is not going to be cheaper than 500 gold that I'm offering.
It could be, but it's probably not going to be by much, even if it is.
It's a function of which is cheaper, a healer's time or the materials to prepare a scroll.
It's a function of assuming both happens, which at this point none could happen.
Who's casually walking around a city with a 6th level healing spell or better is going to see a poster and then be like, yeah, sure, that's a good use of my time. But whatever.
Oh my god, it takes so much money to make a 6th level healing scroll.
Maybe they've got an industrial process. You don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I can. Yeah. Ugh. No. Yeah. Posters. Posters is a good plan.
Mm-hmm. So Mervin's gonna start putting posters around.
Mm-hmm.
pointing to the tavern or the inn you were in?
Yes.
All right. I mean, do you just like leave one here and then go back, or what's the plan?
No, I'll put like, I'll ask a bunch of merchants, can I like stick this on your stall?
Put
And
one in the
then-
Adventurers Guild.
They're not gonna let me inside.
Disguise self, obviously.
Right. Sorry, of course.
they have,
Yeah,
like, a
actually that is a good
billboard?
idea. I'll disguise self as a random civilian and ask if I can leave this.
Actually, I feel like this is going to come back to bite us. Maybe don't do that.
So now Mervyn is alone, walking around disguised as some sort of random person,
Yes.
trying to figure out where the Adventurers Guild is, getting posters set up. And
You're right. I don't know where it is. So I'll put them on the market stalls, and then
Okay.
I'll like sort of leave a trail back to the tavern as well.
Okay. All right. Okay, well, that is what Mervin's doing. What's everyone else doing?
Going to the Mages Guild.
All right. Yeah, you were told where the Mages Guild is, so you get there pretty quickly. It's maybe like an hour's walk or something. To get there, and yeah, doors are open.
I'll go in then and say hello.
Hello. How can we help you?
I'd like to browse your stock of magic spell scrolls.
We don't really sell too many around here, but perhaps there's something you might want. Here's a list. So they hold on. Let me get that's the link. So they got a couple of scrolls here. Really not many at all.
Boo.
Protection from Fae, is that a thing?
It is now, apparently.
Oh, okay.
I don't have the book, so I guess we're just gonna have to guess what it does.
Like protection from evil and good, just that it's against Fae. That's my guess.
But I don't know, because protection of evil and good is a first level spell, so it would be uncommon, not rare.
Anyway, I'm not gonna use it.
The mage asks you, is there any of them that you'd like?
Is that concentration? Yes, let's. I think we should get the Scroll of Water Walk because I feel like that'll be useful.
In
the desert.
The desert.
Well, we've been into water caves.
I have water walk, by the way.
Fine, I won't get it, but I don't know. Seems like it'd be useful to have.
I believe we've determined that at least one of us has water breathing as well.
I have water breathing. Oh, interesting. It's any liquid surface, including lava.
Yeah, I'm just worried about what we're gonna find in the tower.
You think there's gonna be lava?
I think it's still a bad idea to walk on top of lava.
Yeah.
No, but it says
Yeah.
Even worse idea to be submerged in lava.
such as blah 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 or lava, as if it were harmless solid ground. Oh, never mind. Creatures crossing molten lava still take damage from the heat. Bullshit.
Still,
Why did they include
better
it
to
in
be
the list
walking on
of
lava
things?
than submerged in it.
Because
So,
then you can have fire protection and water walking, and then you can go on there. But anyways, the mage says, is there anything in particular you were looking for?
a powerful healing spell.
Oh, well, how powerful?
Well, on a scale of 0 to 9, I'd
Right.
say it probably falls around a 6 or better.
For you, it'd probably be specifically looking for regenerate.
Yes.
You
Something
could use
along the lines
power
of
word
Let's say-
heal as well if you want to go super expensive.
The mage says, oh well, we don't offer any scrolls of that kind, but our members are able to cast these spells as a service for sure. Is there somebody among you that requires healing?
Yes, they should be resting in a tavern at the moment. How much would these services cost?
Assuming they come over here, we can probably. I think we can agree on 1,000 gold pieces.
1,000. Is that not a little bit too steep?
Well, it is powerful magic you are asking for.
And does that payment method need to be in gold, or could it be in, for example, gems?
We could accept gems for sure. That is fine. It is I think, a completely reasonable price.
I will go speak to my injured compatriots and see if they've got the strength to come over here. If not, we'll have to carry them if that's what they need.
All right. Well, I will let my colleagues know to expect you. So it's one spell.
That would be what we need. And of course, I just want to say, my compatriot is a bit of a wild one, so I wouldn't be surprised if they go without healing, despite the needs that they have. Just in case they don't want to pay, sort of thing. So expect us,
Okay.
but also don't.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
I mean, if I remember correctly, the temple wanted 5,000, so
Definitely cheaper.
Yeah.
But not 500. But at the same time, if we look at like how much it costs to buy a scroll, like
It's
they're
gonna be way
saying
more.
a 7th level spell is, well, to keep and purchase is a 6,000 gold for a 7th level spell.
Yeah.
So
6
I-
to 8th level spells can cost in a range of like 4,000 up to 10,000 because they're very rare magic items, but consumables are usually reduced cost.
we've looked for a while. I think it's a pretty good price, especially considering we can pay with gems. But we'll have to report back to Mervyn and see what he says.
All right. Do you head on straight back to the tavern, or do you swing by the jeweler?
Let's swing by the jeweler.
It's
Okay.
close by here.
The jeweler is offering you. What did you want? You wanted Revivify, so 300, right?
Yes, a 300 GP diamond.
Yeah, they are offering you. I just realized I have no idea what size of a diamond that could possibly be, but they are offering you. They are offering to sell you a pair of diamond earrings, which would amount to 2 diamonds for Revivify.
That's honestly not far off. That's probably what, like, I mean, it could be a...
Yeah,
And
so for 600 gold.
600. Yeah, I'd rather have 600 and then one of us not die than
So
cheap out.
I need to get my
you
earrings.
for a moment you were like, hold on, is that expensive? But you're talking about 300 gold diamonds, so 600 is
That's good.
yeah.
Good enough.
So do you grab those?
Yeah.
All right. Are you updating the thing?
I shall. 300 times 2.
So I was
is
adding Pierce Mervin's ears to my to-do list.
So, God, I have to do maths. I don't want to do maths. Let's get a calculator.
Yeah.
In a different
600.
campaign I was in, there was a priest who had like a circlet with a big diamond on it, purely for, in the case of emergencies, they could take the diamond to do revivify on someone. So having jewelry with diamonds would actually kind of make sense for healers in D&D.
And also get robbed very easily.
Yes.
Cool, that's our money.
if you're walking around with a huge diamond on your forehead.
Well, it depends on how strong you are.
So-
if it's just a fireball, some people in the right, I guess it doesn't matter.
I often forget this, but Mervin has the Ion Stone of Intellect, so he does have a large stone, like, on his forehead.
Floating about.
Floating around.
It's
Yeah.
floating around his head at
But-
all times.
Yeah, but I mean that's just a rock.
I see. It's just a magic rock.
Yeah. Nobody cares about that.
A rock that's probably worth more than a lot of diamonds.
Yeah. I mean it probably doesn't look like it would be, a valuable thing.
But it's
So
floating.
yeah, but I mean it looks like it could maybe look like you are just like floating a
Oh yeah, it's just part
rock
of you.
around you.
Using
yeah.
Mage Hand to hold up a floating rock around,
Yeah. Yeah.
just all the time.
So I mean to an uninitiated person it might not seem like very valuable at all. Anyways, so you get back to the tavern?
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Alright.
so they've been out for several hours, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so I will have followed the trail of the bills or the posters that were posted to the tavern, likely while they were away.
All right. You know what they look like.
Right.
So you recognize Mervin in there.
Do I know, do I have a sense of where to find them?
I mean, if you end up in the inn, then yeah.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like following the
Yeah.
bills, I'll kind of look at the bill, grab one, head to the inn, and recognize Mervin.
Yeah.
Mervin is drinking heavily.
All right. So I approach with purpose, kind of as if I'm almost in awe. Like I can't believe the experience that I'm having of meeting this person that I've only seen in dreams or visions till now. And approach you sitting at the bar.
Hello. Oh, I see you have one of my posters. Do you have healing?
Glance at the poster and say, well, yes, but you, I've seen you. I know you.
Oh no. I'm sorry. Whatever it is.
Wait, you remember what you did?
No, I just assume that a stranger recognizes me. There have been some other things. Oh, are you from the Empire? Are there like wanted posters or something?
I'm just looking at you with total, questioning. What's going? Wait a minute. Do you mean to tell me you know who you are?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
Hold on. I woke up outside of town. It's surrounded by the sand.
Uh-huh.
All I knew was I needed to find you, and you weren't meant to be alone.
Oh,
I thought all of us would be the same. I thought what's happening to me, I thought it was happening to all of us.
Oh.
You mean to tell me you do remember who you were?
Yeah, I haven't experienced anything like what you're describing, but that is interesting. So you know me from visions that you've had.
Well, this isn't fair at all.
I'm sorry, dude. But I'd love to talk more about your situation, but it seems like there's a lot to unpack, and I'm in a lot of pain. So could we maybe like do the healing?
Okay. Can
I'm happy to talk more about whatever you
So
have going on.
I'll go ahead and lay on hands. And is this, how much injury are we talking here?
The good kind.
You mentioned needing a regeneration spell.
Yeah, you can try using lay on hands. You will notice. I don't know how it actually like will mechanically work. Like, is how long you keep your hand on somebody is how much you use it. But you basically,
on my belly.
as far as you would like try to use your healing, it doesn't seem to do anything. So it's up to you whether you want to use all of it up or not, just any amount.
If a heal spell regains 70 hit points in once, and you have 70 hit points in lay on hands, wouldn't heal on hands technically be the same? Dude is thinking.
The only issue there is I know he said previously like just upcasting cure wounds would not count.
Yeah, it doesn't work as healing. Yeah, no.
Okay. Well, I think it is channeling divine power, so it probably would be progressive, right? I'm not gonna like empty the whole pool and be like, oh shit, nothing happened. So
yeah,
touch, maybe sink 5 points into it, and if I see absolutely nothing is happening, because that's not usual, even though I don't know who I am, I have some muscle memory, right? So I would stop.
Yeah.
Say, what is this? Your injury?
Oh, the
Take my hand
doctors
away.
say I have internal bleeding, but that's where the blood's supposed to be. But it's really painful. Sorry, to be more specific, my friend transformed into a gorilla because we were competing in a tournament in Port Lone, and we were trying to put on a good show. So he turned into a gorilla, and he just absolutely pummeled me. I almost won.
Your friend did this to you?
Sorry, we all entered, and then we all had to compete. We weren't allowed to compete as a group the entire way through. So we sort of agreed to go easy on each other, and then that quickly went out the window. It doesn't matter whose fault it was. Yeah, it's okay.
I'm kind of sitting on a bar stool next to you, resigning myself to the fact that these are the people that my vision has guided me towards.
I was definitely the
Need a
one
drink. Bartender, you have money that you can pay for my drinks, right? I have nothing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and also, do you have another kind of healing?
Not the kind that would.
That's fine.
Not a kind that would address whatever that is.
That's unfortunate. All right. Well, hopefully my friends had luck at the Mages Guild, or maybe someone else will come through the door.
Cheers to that.
Yeah. All right.
One down the hole.
David, your character. I wanted to ask about your armor. Is it because how I pictured it is that it like stops at your neck, but otherwise like covers you. So would any of it like be visible right now under your clothes?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not wearing like I don't even know if I'm wearing clothes, to be honest. I just woke up in the desert. I'm I mean, it covers my body, right? But it's like a second skin that's been sort of painted onto my body.
All right, so no clothes. So so describe what Mervin's been seeing right now, then.
Right. So a man who looks like he just woke up in the desert after a bender, right? Who is wearing head to toe, not inclusive of the helmet, but neck to toe, I should say, like a second skin of brass. That's, like I said, just kind of been almost like painted on his body, but it is thicker. It's not like as thick as a suit of armor, but it is clearly armor. It is clearly plating. It is clearly protective in nature. That he's got a great sword on his back, a ring on his finger, and the only other mark is the symbol of Ilmater branded on his right, the back of his right hand. Otherwise, carries nothing, has no other possessions.
Interesting. Can I do a religion check on the brand?
Yep.
Religion. Here we go. Okay.
Yep. You recognize it as a symbol of Ilmater, and you are also reminded of that one map you found in Van Lawson, which had the same symbol on it.
Remind me what map the.
When you came back from the horrible mansion, you fought Maul and the other person, I forget their name, and you
little makeshift map.
Yeah, and you killed them all, and then you stole this bloody map off of them, and you never quite discovered what it was. But you remember that the same symbol is actually on that map.
Interesting.
I'm guessing that's the one that's on the far right where the temple was.
Yeah.
I guess I'll show him the map. Ask him, does this ring any bells?
Take a look at the map. Certainly the symbol would.
Yeah.
I can actually just prop up the map here for everyone.
Okay.
So it's
also,
this one.
I mean, obviously we're not role-playing this kind of thing, but like
Mhm.
in a place like this, could I tell based on like his accent where generally he's from?
I guess. Yeah. You've heard a similar kind of accent around the Empire.
Okay.
Very, very country low-born accent. Like not like high nobility or anything, or even a city person. This is like rural farm village.
You need your own section in my notes. Hang on. Okay. What would you like to be called?
Well,
said you
that's a
don't know.
strange question. Obviously, my name is. And he thinks for a second, kind of goes blank, stares into infinity. I don't remember my name. What do you think I ought to be called?
Ooh.
That's a hell of a thing, not even to remember your own name.
Ooh, this is hard.
At this point, the others arrive at the inn as well and find Mervin talking to this weird person.
No way. There's no way it worked. You didn't find a healer.
No.
Yes, I knew it. I mean,
No.
I'm so sorry, Mervin.
This is the
I
one
can
that
heal. I can't heal what's wrong with Mervin's him, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't heal what's wrong with him.
Join the club. We found someone who can heal you for a much more reasonable price than the temple. But more expensive than your listed poster price
By how much?
by double. But we can pay in
that's
gems.
That's not that bad. We can they'll take gems.
They'll take gems.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Who are you with, by the way? What's your name?
This is
So I recognize the three of them, and
Yeah.
I kind of have the same sort of like awestruck reaction as if I'm,
God,
a
all I
little
can think of is
starstruck
like
by seeing somebody from my dreams.
boring names like George, but I want to give him a stupid name.
So,
Well,
are you okay, buddy?
No,
Fine, we'll go with George. This is George.
Thank you very much for
No.
responding to our friend's
Okay.
poster here and giving it a
George.
shot.
No, that
No?
won't work.
Okay.
That won't work.
I-
It has to be something fitting. And I'm just kind of
Fitting?
again lost in thought.
Hello, your name is.
He's experiencing some amnesia. Very interesting.
Oh.
I can't believe the lot of you aren't. This is very unfair.
Would you
in
like
that
me
sense.
to delve into your deepest, darkest thoughts? Maybe there's something in there.
You can do that?
Well, you'd have to not resist, but yeah.
Absolutely.
This all sounds very ominous. You know that, right?
Well, what's the worst that could happen? I doubt we're gonna have to fight an elemental 2 days in a row.
He goes insane.
No, absolutely. I implicitly trust these people. I have reason to trust them, even not knowing them. So I'll sit and whatever you want. Lean forward and
Cool.
gesture to my head.
I'm intrigued. And then I'll cast Detect Thoughts.
Yeah, like not knowing them, you trust them. Once you know them, you're gonna stop trusting them.
Perhaps, but for now, I'm an open
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
By the way,
I try to relax and let my mind drift to whatever's lurking inside.
so
Yeah,
I'm going to
so-
ask a question. What is your name? And then I'm going to try and probe deeper as well immediately.
Okay. Ask, what is my name? The immediate response is nothing. Then a name surfaces. Refer to my notes. So I'm not going to pronounce this properly, but Zixioff?
Zixioff.
Oh,
Zixioff, the name surfaces. in my
I
head.
know who this is.
Can you say that out loud?
I do, yeah. I'll say that out loud. See if I
I
get
will
any
stand
reaction
up
from
from
anyone.
the tavern immediately, have like a visceral, like violent almost reaction to that name.
Calm down. Is that your name?
Sorry, that is not my name.
that
No.
is the name we got of the Dark Lord in the mountains.
Oh yeah.
That's the lich. The lich that we're not sure is a lich.
That name
It
must die. That's not my name.
Interesting.
Okay. We need. Ooh. You
Yeah, I
have
will-
Leon here. Do you think he could make holy water?
I will note. I will note to Frid that detect thoughts would not be able to like help you with somebody's name, because if you read the text of it, it's you gain insight into its reasoning, emotional state, or something that looms large in its mind, such as something it
Right.
worries over, loves, or hates. Your own name would never be a part of any of those categories.
Then maybe we
Sure.
should do like word association and like see if we can like
Yeah.
get something from
Trying to get
detect
like
thoughts that
the
way.
feelings. I guess yeah. Name
Feelings,
makes
I
enough
can speak to that. The feelings you're
Yeah,
getting
so you can
are trauma.
you have better questions that you should be asking.
So trauma,
Yeah.
a lot of pain and fear, overwhelming hate, and a consuming desire for revenge. And all the revenge is centered on that name, the Zixioff name.
Interesting. Can we try some like word association and like see
us. I'm gonna
Wh-
say, what do you think of us?
Hmm.
first. I want to get to like the bottom of how you've got visions of us and who by.
I think of a feeling of being rescued, a feeling of being lifted out of a dark place and shown a path that could only be walked with the four of you at my side. I assumed, the thought was there, the memory is there. I assumed that we would all have been chosen and plucked from our lives and put together. We would all remember nothing. But it turns out that's not the case. And now my thought about you is that it's very, very unfair that I was the one who was robbed of everything, and you all have fully contiguous lives. You remember what happened yesterday. I don't.
Wow. Not to one up you, but my whole family was a lie. So
It was a lie.
Please tell him your family situation. And then I'd also like to know his like reaction to family. Abstractly.
Well, I was raised believing I was the son of a dragon. Turns out it was just my mum was a human who I was adopted, first of all. So that's like it's left on the side of the road. And then my parents were humans. One of them wasn't a dragon. I thought one of them was a dragon, one of them wasn't. But it turns out one of them was just a druid wild shaped into a dragon. Don't even know how that's possible. But she's a human as well. So me developing magical powers based on my connection to my dragon mama isn't true. And now I don't have the same knowledge of my family that I once did. And then Fred starts crying a little.
Yeah, I welcome him to come sit next to me. Let's drink to it. We're in the place for that sort of thing.
And also, as Frid goes on this long tirade, your detect thoughts ends, so you have to cast it again if you want to do some more probing.
So, obviously, you know the name of this person, but you don't really know why.
He needs to die. He needs to pay for what he did.
But what
Is it something he did to you, or just in the general things that he has done?
Kind of wince and shudder and come to my senses. I don't remember. I don't remember what was done to me, but something was. Something worth sacrificing everything for. This symbol, again, hold up this used to be my life. I used to be a devotee of Ilmater. That I know. But in my moment of despair, I called out to anyone who would answer for the power to seek revenge. And something else did. That's how I came to be here.
It's kind of interesting. If you're seeking power, you came to us because I'm a runaway. Pyros don't have his powers, and Mervin's totally injured. So it seems like you can only count on Frid, who's crying right beside you.
I will summon another elemental. I'll
Come
have
back
you know.
another drink hearing that. Great.
We now know that we can get Mervin healed for a much more digestible price than what the temple wanted.
And I can always make Pyros turn into a monkey. We're fine.
I said you were the only dependable one.
What?
I feel like I at least proved in our last fight that I'm not totally helpless. After having to fight, the djinn that was accidentally summoned.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
it sounds to me like
accidentally.
you've given us a good list of our problems to solve.
Yeah,
Which one
there's
should we tackle
three things
first?
I'd like to try in word association if you're willing to cast Detect Thoughts again.
Oh, I'm always ready to use up
Okay.
my spell slots. Who needs them? Let's cast it again. Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me. I tried
I'd
to
like-
probe deeper immediately, and
I'd like to see if he reacts to Bahamut.
any result?
Do you want me to answer that?
Or dupe? I don't know.
Or
I mean, probably
whichever of
not.
you has him. Okay.
Probably.
Probably
I'd
not
like
really.
There would
to
be
see
no
he has,
reaction.
reaction to
Wait, I want to stop you. Are you asking which god I serve?
no, you said you reached out to whoever would help you. and I'm seeing if like something
Who helped you?
would
I'll ask that.
trigger as like who helped who helped you, is fine.
The Doombringer.
Oh, that doesn't sound ominous at all.
I serve
That's not
Whore.
what I was expecting. Okay.
Do we
The god
know
of
who that
revenge.
is?
Religion
Or
check.
rather does religion check. Well, I'm guessing I don't, but where is religion? There's religion.
You think you've heard the name in passing at some point, but don't really know what it's all about.
Doombringer. Any of you guys know?
Oh, I'll
Horror
do-
Doombringer.
I'll do another religion check.
Okay, that's pretty good.
So Mervyn knows that is a god.
Cool.
And but Celery knows you know that Hor, Hoar, is the god of vengeance, basically. Somebody who you pray to for, revenge. The sort of eye for an eye kind of revenge. And you know that you don't quite know like where Hor lies in the whole alignment of things.
Great. After the detect dots, then I'll relay it to you. You can continue, Mervyn. What else did you want to ask, Mervyn?
I wanted to know how you react to the question, who is your family?
Start to tear up. And then I don't remember, but there's clearly emotion.
Okay.
And probably in
So I guess all
the
detect thoughts turns
in
up
the
as
detect
just
thoughts in the detect thoughts, I imagine there would probably be like a lot of sadness in there. Maybe anger as well.
Okay.
But
Rage and grief.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But yeah, again, like detect thoughts is not really for like who questions.
Well, that's fine. I just wanted. I didn't expect to get names or
Yeah,
people. Just I wanted to know the general emotional reaction to these things. It seemed like I had to phrase them like questions.
The reason that Mervyn asked about Bahamut was because roughly, would it be a week ago at this point in game?
A bit over a week ago.
We actually did receive a sort of vision from Bahamut after freeing a dragon from the control of some creature. So we were wondering if perhaps he was the one that sent you as well, but apparently seems not.
As you mentioned this, somebody from a adjoining table turns around and says, "Yeah, those dragons. Did you hear about them as well?"
Which
What
one
in
now?
particular?
Oh, yeah. No, my buddies were telling me, but there's been talk about some dragons in the east.
What have they done? We haven't been in the east for a bit now.
Oh, okay. Well, cheers.
We
Cheers,
can ask
bud.
our assistant about it.
Yeah. Or I can cast spells to make him spill his guts.
Well, it seems like this particular person doesn't know much.
Yeah, they seem to be drunk.
Anyway, let's go back to the original question. Like, what do you want to be called right now? You can't be going by hey,
Well,
right?
If you don't have a name, let's just call you Frid. Frid's a very good name.
Would
That
that not
sounds
be
like-
confusing?
That sounds like a nice name.
Yeah, I know.
Hmm.
I like it.
I can imagine what sort of person might be called Frid. Handsome, witty.
Yes.
It's your name, isn't it?
Yes. I thought you knew our names.
Right. No. Now, I think whatever I was called before, I need to let it go.
What about Jerry?
Oh, that sounds harsh on the tongue.
I see.
Where I'm from, I think Reynard.
Reynard.
That has a good sound to it, right? Strong.
Okay.
Yes.
Reynard is.
I'm gauging everyone's reaction. Does everyone like the name?
Yeah.
It works. Yeah.
Better than hay.
Better than hay.
Fred still
Alright.
thinks you should be called Fred.
All right, I will change that on character sheet.
Shall we go back to that mage area to get Mervin or held
What
up?
time of day is it?
Afternoon, about 3 o'clock or something.
Yeah, so we can go.
All right, yeah, let's go get me healed up and then get my ears pierced. And then
How about we pierce your ears now and then put the earrings in, and any natural healing that needs to happen, we let happen from the regenerate or whatever spell they use.
well, I'm a little worried if the regenerate takes away scar that it would undo piercings.
Just
But I
have them
guess if
in
the
there
earring is
whilst you do
in
it.
there- Yeah, I guess if the earring is in
They'll
there.
seal around your ears.
Oh yeah, interesting.
I think you may be onto something.
Interesting. I can bypass the sort of painful period where they're really sore.
Right.
Interesting. Yes, let's do it. Does anyone have a needle?
Don't worry, I'll just stab you with my rapier.
Yeah,
no,
right.
no.
I don't know.
You're gonna get healed anyway. Just do it. Just take the rapier.
No.
It's gonna make bigger holes than what's in
It's a
it.
size instrument. I'm sure there's a needle.
Also, I'll just throw this idea out there. I don't know if you were planning on like wearing both earrings, but would it not be a smart idea to maybe wear only one and maybe have the other one somewhere else, so you don't have all your eggs in one basket or around one head that would explode and then
I guess, but then maybe
Sure.
then I'm the type of guy who wears a single diamond earring.
Those diamonds,
Is
those are
that-
protecting Revivify, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna use
for
my
Revivify.
Revivify.
I
Wait,
can
is it
cast
2
Revivify.
individual diamonds worth 300 each?
Oh, I see. We
Yes.
split. You take one earring and I take one earring. Interesting. Okay,
That-
fine.
We
Yeah,
can
yeah,
be
yeah.
we can be twins. Let's do it.
Yeah, we can be
Set up
twins,
like
yeah.
Matora earrings.
So we each have one diamond earring. All
We
right.
should have one diamond earring.
I have a cartographers too, so I have that thing that you can turn around and round. I could use that to pierce. I don't have a needle, but that's as close as I have.
Does anyone have like disguise kit? Because that might have a sewing kit.
I
Yeah.
definitely do. Yes, I have 3 of them.
Sure,
Perfect. All right.
you
All
got
right,
a
do you wanna
needle
be
that
the
you can
left or
stab.
Right.
What?
Do you want the left or the right?
Ooh.
If you guys are supposed to be twins, wouldn't you guys put on the same ear?
Yeah, we're deciding together whether we want it on the right or the left.
Yeah.
Left.
All right.
Wait, your left or my left? And I'll just go for stab one.
To line it up.
I
I guess we
follow
have,
Mervin's lead.
I guess, a cotton ball on the back or something, and then sterilize the needle with flame, and then
Mervin, don't bite me whilst doing this.
someone hold my hand.
I love that. I love that you decided to do it here.
in a
In the
tavern.
middle of the tavern.
We've got alcohol to sterilize, as well as
Yeah.
fire.
But
this
like
a
you had a whole plan of like you get healing right away, but then now you've got like an hour's walk to
Oh, that,
town.
yeah.
Well, I mean, Tom's gonna carry me,
But
obviously.
but yeah.
You
You
already know
pierce
Bourbon's gonna
your
be drinking at least.
you stab your ears. You have holes in your ears now. Congratulations.
earrings in our ears now.
And we put on the earrings.
Left ear. Sorry.
Okay, great.
Yep. Great. You are both in pain.
Nah.
I guess
I've
you
had
just kind of
worse.
have to suffer it, or you could do lay on hands.
Yeah, he could heal it pretty easy.
All right, let's
Off we go.
go pay 1,000 golden coins to get me healed up. I'm
In
excited.
gems. 1,000 golden gems. Not coins. But,
So, off to the Mage's Guild then. Back there. Okay. You walk through town. Is there anything you want to be talking about as you walk, or anything you're looking for? Anything else?
Can you share more about this vision you saw us in?
were we literally lifting you up or no?
No. We were walking a path together. I saw pain and death, but pain and death for our enemies.
Who are these enemies that you see?
The name
Oh,
Zixioff.
did they happen to be someone who is in blindfolds?
That's a DM question. I don't know.
No.
Why do you ask about blindfolds?
The king's advisor, the emperor's mage. And when
corrupted.
there's a secret bad guy, it's always the king's advisor. It's always. They're never nice people. Anyway,
Some of us
this
just have suspicion about him because of other things we've seen happen, and
He straight up threatened us.
yeah, but he's
Well-
also still been working towards ending the enemy that we think would be causing his control if that was the case. So I don't know.
Maybe he's a conflicted soul. Like you know, like he's a conflicted soul like you.
Well,
Fair enough.
regardless, he doesn't outrank Bahamut, so we're on our mission to save the world.
I would like to get if we're going towards Sixioth, I would like to get holy water and then maybe something to make our weapons more effective against undead, because I did hear a rumor that he was a lich.
Why are you going towards Sixioth?
Well, his visions said that we would. I thought that was my interpretation of what his visions meant. So
Where
I
are
love
we anyway?
I love you throwing away all your previous plans because some random person came in and told you I saw a vision.
okay,
And you're just like,
he
okay,
recognized
bye.
us without
We're gonna go.
having met us, and it.
Well,
it's
to be
less
fair,
that
detect
this guy
magic.
tells us we should fight Zixioth, and so we're going to. It's more that he said that our destiny is to fight him, and so I just assume that he's going to come across our path, and so I'm going to prepare.
Yeah.
Such. But
Yes.
yeah, that's fair. We are just trusting.
Well,
Your new
detect
buddy.
thoughts didn't
Oh, yeah.
detect any like malice
That's
or
fair.
anything immediately obvious. So
Not towards you.
yeah, Fred is happy enough to trust this person.
Yep. Anyways. Oh yeah. you did ask a question. Reynard asked a question to everybody else.
Oh, what was it?
Where are we?
Oh,
Oh,
Jost.
The
Josh.
largest
We are-
city in the Confederacy.
Yeah, the Confederacy of
Of
Ren,
Ren.
which seems to be mostly made up of orcs. Middle of the
so
desert.
in the bigger map, I guess we can actually pull out maps since we have maps. In the bigger map,
Mhm.
we are in the south region of the entire continent.
Oh, there's
ignore
the
those lines
la-
because I don't suppose those lines are there. And that Zigzioff person would be like somewhere here, right? Somewhere here in the mountains range.
Mhm.
And we are here.
I'm kind of nodding along. I don't know.
Yeah, there would be kind of a lot to explain for someone who basically just woke up yesterday with no memory.
I guess I'll tell
so
him
we're in
that
the
based
south.
on his accent, he's probably from the Empire, and I'll point to where that is. And I'll say that his the map that I showed you with the symbol of your brand, it is we found that in Farn Lawson, and I'll point to where that is on the map to give him more information.
Certainly pay close attention, but it's all, it's all Greek. He doesn't register anything on the as far as what's what. Happy to follow along for now.
Yeah,
So the
basically what I'm
plan
saying
here
that
is restore you to health. And what was this about? You lost your power?
Well, I suppose you've already sort of told us about who it is you follow. My family for generations was in the service of a so-called noble genie, specifically an Ifrit. If you don't know what that means, basically means that they are from the plane of fire. They had been... A mage had attempted to imprison them centuries ago, but it failed because the mage did not live through the attempt. However, this still left the genie trapped in the place they were. So, for many, many years, they had been sending people out to try and find a solution on how to escape. Of course, now recently has been my turn, and we discovered a magical artifact back in Port Lone that held a great deal of power, seemingly necromantic power. And we were able to send it to them. They drained the power from it, or at least that's what they said they were going to do. I don't know, because I haven't heard from them since. All I know is that they are no longer in the cave they were trapped, and I do not have any connection with them anymore.
So is that the next step? You'd mentioned a king's advisor. You'd mentioned the loss of your power and the need to heal this poor fellow.
I still have some ability to fight back at the very least. I think we have a lot of things going on that have higher priority than me trying to see what happened.
But don't you think, Pyros, don't you think it's important for you to like gain back your power so that you can actually do more on like finding back the advisor?
Well, we've seen that the Ifrit is no longer there, so journeying there might not even give us any answers.
You don't have any clue so far as to like what you could do? No clue.
Not
Right.
right now. And of course, it's to get over there. It's a backtrack. We'd be going back on ourselves. We
I mean, I
have
could
more
just
important use
teleport
of our
us
time.
there, right?
I mean,
could just
yeah, but
teleport there,
we'd
it's
still
fine.
have to.
If Pyros wants to help in his current condition, let him.
Okay,
I don't think it would be a valuable use of our time.
sure.
How much power are we talking? How much are you leaving behind?
I was certainly significantly more powerful before. There was also some things that the pact gave me that were more of a convenience factor as well. But like I said, I think that I proved to the rest of our group here that I'm not completely defenseless in a fight still.
By the way, is Pyro still? Are you still carrying around all your stuff, like the lantern and everything?
Yeah.
Well,
So you're still
I
like
didn't see-
cosplaying as a warlock.
Yeah.
I didn't see half a Pyros on our path. But if you say you're up for it, very well.
By the way, do you want to share out of character with David how you came across this evil artifact? Because you kind of just mentioned that you just sort of came across it. You just sort of got it.
Yeah, in one of the marketplaces. It was in Port Lone, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Basically, while literally looking at the sort of magical items around, someone approached. I don't remember if it was just Frid or the group, and Frid was the main one talking. Basically, offering up this amulet, and originally gave a price for it, but we did not have nearly that much money on us. And
40,000
so he basically said,
gold.
"Okay, here, just have it, and we'll discuss later."
You can pay us back later.
This amulet, of course, we actually had to bring to the temple to an evil god to have identified because it was a very strong evil item, was in fact the amulet of ultimate evil. A legendary artifact where anyone who's not evil that touches it gets hurt a lot. So, yeah.
And
Yeah.
none of us were hurt, right?
Yeah.
Just a homunculus.
Yeah, no,
I made
nobody
a-
directly
Just
knows.
gonna sanity checking that one.
Yeah.
I made a homunculus so that we could test it, and it has I want to say 18 hit points or something like that. So it exploded immediately.
It exploded as soon as touched it.
A little evil homunculus.
20. It has 20 hit points.
But yeah, just so you know about a little bit of like the baggage that these people are bringing, they've taken up a deal with somebody who's just like, hey, take this super valuable thing for free, and we'll figure out the payment later.
I'll
I think- I
find
think
you.
at-
Boom, got
I
it.
think at that point, Frid was under Arcanium and his
Yeah,
stats
yeah.
dropped. So his
Oh.
wisdom was like a 5 or something.
No, I
So
feel
you're
like it was less
yeah,
than
I'm
that.
gonna take it.
The drug
I'm gonna
that
take
that helps
maybe.
stabilize our magic also randomly either increases or decreases all of our stats.
Depending on the
Oh.
dosage you get.
And in rare cases,
Actually, it
just
can
drop
do
dead.
nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh right, it also instant. That's why we don't have a revivified diamond anymore. 'Cause I had to
Yeah.
use it
Didn't.
on-
Yeah.
So, yeah, suffice
Minus
to
4
say,
total stats was rough.
I can't exactly blame someone for following someone who may be dubious, but trying to do good for it.
Anyways, you make your way to the Mages Guild, and they are happy to heal Mervyn for 1,000 gold.
In the form of gems.
Yes.
Sure.
Can I have a quick look if there's like a nerd club where people like copy spells right here?
You don't see anything like that right away, no.
It must be one of those that you must have admission to the club. It's okay.
Invite only.
Do you want to see if they have a teleportation circle?
Sure, why not?
Where are we thinking of going?
No.
It's more about
You
coming
want-
back.
Yeah, it's about having a save point.
Case of emergency.
Because currently, you have your you have a recall point in Farnlawson still, right?
Yeah, I have a few places. I have Farn Lawson, one random sigil of I have no idea where, which we could just try it out for funsies. One in Kentok, and I have a few items from different places, like the runes from Inyok and all of the artifacts from Derp Eza, which is like the dragon there. So I could
Got it.
teleport to those places as well.
The mages tell you that they don't have a teleportation circle here, but there's a circle in the halls of order here in town, and they tell you that that's the only circle that is that they know of, at least.
Do we know what the halls of order is?
I'm assuming that's where the elders are.
Likely, but we don't know that for sure.
The mage asks if you have a map of the city.
Do we? I don't think we do.
No, we
I
didn't.
don't think we
don't
picked one
think
up
we
for
do.
this town now.
They tell you, well, okay, it's fine. It's actually very very close by, and they give you some directions there, and say you should probably get a map because it would be prominently displayed there.
Where's the nearest cartographer then?
You might be able to get a map from the halls of order, actually.
Lovely.
Were we supposed to see the elders or something? I forgot.
We were suggested that would be a good place to go for information about the Tower of Ak, if I believe.
Yeah, access to it.
Because it's impenetrable.
Okay, let's go there then. If we still have time in
Oh.
the day.
Let's wait for
I'll
Merlin
take
to get
the-
healed.
Yeah, I'll
Alright.
take the gems off the cart.
So it's probably
It
not a good
takes-
sign that the road that leads towards the Tower of Ak leads to a place called the Forbidden Lands.
It takes
We'll ignore those.
it takes 1 minute for Mervyn to be healed up, and you're all good to go.
Yay!
And you don't have your cool scar on your face anymore.
No. Well, I now have this earring.
I was going to ask about the earring.
Oh yeah.
It's
Did it
now
work?
fused to your ear.
So what I did.
So if you want to remove it, it's gonna hurt a lot.
I mean, normally that's not how piercings work. Because when you get a piercing, you have to leave the same one in for several weeks. You can't take
Hmm.
it out because the wound
But
needs to heal.
that's
But if
not
there's
healing.
something in there, then it won't close.
Do you have to
There's
wait
no
for
healing
the
magic
bleeding
in
to
it,
stop
there's-
before you do that, though?
Right.
I guess for the rest of the trip, I'll just I'll turn the earring.
Just
Loosen it.
lodge it.
I'll do the twists.
All right. Do you just leave the guild then?
Mhm.
Over to the halls of order.
Sounds like it.
All right. It is indeed getting a little bit late in the day, so we are talking about maybe 5-6 o'clock in the evening. You arrive at this large compound of a couple of buildings, and there's a you've seen these city guards all around, and there's a lot of them around here. And there's one who looks at you as you kind of look around and try to figure out where you are, and they say, how can I help you?
We're looking for the Hall of Order.
You found it. What's your business here?
We were told that there's a teleportation circle here that we might be able to gain access to, and we also think might be where the elders of Jost are, and we'd like to get an audience somehow, and also we're looking for a map.
They tell you that no, the elder is in the Tower of the Elder, of course, not around here. Do you have any what would be what authorization would you have for the teleportation circle?
We weren't told we
wanted-
needed authorization. We were told we could potentially get some access here. Our authorization is we want it? I don't know.
You were told there is one here. The god says, well, maybe you can petition for authorization for it. I can't grant it. I'm just working here, but maybe somebody higher up, maybe the elders, if you've got business with them. Maps? Yeah, here you go. Here's a map.
That was easy.
Cool. Thank you for that. Thanks for doing your job to the best of your ability. You're an asset to this town. I mean that sincerely.
You didn't to add that last sentence.
Didn't need to add any of my sentences, honestly.
So yeah, you find yourself on this map here. You are at the Halls of Order over here, and the Tower of the Elder is over here, and then Mage's Guild, Temple of Luthic, your inn is down here.
It's really an hour from there to there. Fair enough.
Big city.
All right, I guess we should go to bed and then go to the elders in the morning.
Yep.
All right.
So what modes of transportation do we typically use?
Fluffy.
Walking.
We have a
Well,
mule
sorry, I
named
didn't-
Fluffy who pulls all of our stuff.
An eagle?
No, a mule. A mule named
A
Fluffy.
mule. Oh, I see. Okay. I asked
Really?
because overnight I could prepare find greater steed if we need flying mounts, or I need a flying mount, but I don't know if that's something
That's
we
cool.
typically do.
Well, I don't mean to brag or anything, but I've kind of turned into a large fish this one time, and I swam with the rest of us.
I believe at one point we floated the idea of buying horses, and it was determined it wouldn't really actually speed up the travel.
Why would that be?
I vaguely remember that when we were talking about how we had like 2 weeks to get to someplace and back.
It just means we can do other stuff whilst it doesn't increase our travel speed. I'm pretty sure it just increases what we can do whilst traveling because we can then sit in a cart
I think we also
over like a long
discussed-
journey. A
We
horse
also
is not
discussed
faster
this at
than
one
foot.
point, and Dupe said that if we replaced Fluffy, our stuff no longer has plot armor.
So basically, a normal mount, like a regular horse, is not going to speed you up in terms of like travel pace, overland travel. In short term, sure, you can move a lot faster, but when traveling like long term, it doesn't speed you up. Some special mounts can speed you up if you have like, especially if you have something that flies, of course. But yeah, because like a horse is good at going fast for a while, but long term it can't like keep running at super speeds. So yeah, so regular mounts don't increase your overall overland travel speed. Any, but there are other reasons why you would want to have a mount or a vehicle.
Right. More asking just for the sake of like, what is the convention? Like, do we typically just travel on foot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, everybody's just been walking.
If you want to have a horse.
Well, it's not just a horse. I can get a Pegasus. So
Yes.
I don't want to be the only one. That's weird.
No.
I mean, Fred can turn people into giant eagles for an hour at a time.
Get
There we
the
go.
Pegasus.
All right. Well, I'll get that ready then when we go to sleep.
Of course, that depends on where we're going.
So are you gonna sleep at the inn?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll probably wake up earlier, and then brew. Take half my brewing time. And then I need another 2 more half days to finish brewing.
Sure. At some point, I'm reminding you that you have a tower.
Right.
We do have a tower.
We should also check in to see
Anyways.
if we managed to sell the paintings.
And if there's any news of dragons,
Yeah. Should we sleep at the tower instead?
No, you're already sleeping at the inn.
Okay.
I already asked you, and you said that yes, you
But we
sleep there.
still we still have to go back to the inn even if you want to use the fine anyway. It's not like we just use the fine outside and
Yeah.
everyone else see it.
we could, but then people might wander in.
Yeah.
I mean, we can also use sending the night before instead of in the morning.
Yeah.
Save spell
Yeah,
slots.
I like that better.
Go
No,
ahead.
no, because you already went to sleep.
Oh, okay.
I asked you the question: are you going to sleep in the inn? And everybody said yes. So you are now waking up in the morning. I just reminded you afterwards. After it's useful, I decided to remind you about the tower. Anyways, it is the morning. What do you want to do?
Let's
So I
go
guess-
to the elders.
Yeah, once Ree's done with their stuff, I guess we go to the tower.
All right. You make your way to the Tower of the Elder. It is an imposing short tower building where again you see these stairs going up high, and on top there's two orcs standing guard at the door up there. Nobody at the bottom of the stairs.
Are the doors opened or are they closed?
Closed.
So I guess in that case we should walk up to the guards and ask about speaking with the elder.
The moment you step on one of the steps, both guards sort of ready up their weapons and stare at you intently.
I guess
All
we'll
right.
sort of just shout at them.
Yeah, step back down and shout up, I guess. How do we meet with the elder to get some information?
One of them shouts back and then says, "Who are you?"
We are
Champions of the
group-
tournament.
Yeah,
Champions of the tournament.
We were recently at the tournament in Port Lone. We were trying to make our way towards a potential threat out in the desert here, and we were told that the elder might have some more information about the area we were trying to go.
The guard says, "What are your names?"
Fredrison.
Pyros.
Re.
Mervyn Thorpe.
Reynard. Still sounds a little unfamiliar on my tongue.
And where do you hail
Yes.
from?
Hot known. That's where we came from, right?
No.
Well, hail
no.
from. I'm originally from Kantok.
Same.
Noon.
It's a long story.
You can say Farmwell. Or you can say Noon like us. You can say you're from.
The god, one of the gods that's been talking to you, they sort of lower the weapon a little bit and they shout. Did you say Kantok and Hinyun?
Yes.
Yes, we're not originally from this area.
We have great purpose that brings us here.
Wait here, and they head on inside.
Fantastic.
Can I cast Arcane Eye and then tail him?
I mean, they are closing the door.
And the other guard
Okay,
is still
so
there.
not in
He can
time.
See you cast
Okay,
it.
so not in time.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, and you would be visibly casting spells right there. The other guard just intently stands there with their weapon ready. What do you do?
So we wait. We wait.
Is it good or bad that we're from Hanoon and Kantok?
The other guard doesn't reply.
Okay.
Just wait patiently.
Yeah.
Does he not reply like at all? Try to make some
No.
small talk. What's it like?
No,
being a guard?
the guard is just like staring at you with a weapon ready.
I guess you're new to this, but that's kind of our experience so far in the Confederation of Ren.
They take their duty seriously. All right.
Oh, I just realized something. I have to have a head wrap on all the time here. I can't show off my earrings. They don't like any half-breed races, so I have to have my ears covered.
Yeah, the orcs are a bit
They're
interesting.
purists.
Soon enough, the guard comes out, and you see them say something to the other one. You don't hear it as they are speaking at a normal voice, and then the other one lowers their guard, and the one who went inside says, "Go on in."
All right, let's head up.
You make your way up the stairs, and you enter into basically just a huge round room where there's a big not even like a bonfire, like a campfire sort of situation in the middle of it, that's burning, and on the other side from you see sitting on the floor on some sort of little rug, you see an orc, a very old looking male orc sitting there. You don't immediately notice the whole place is a little bit dark. The most light is from the middle of it. You don't immediately notice it, but a little bit later you do notice that there's several guards standing along the perimeter.
Should we sit?
Who are you asking?
Just talk to them. Just talk to them right away.
Do they seem uncomfortable with us being visibly armed? Because I'm still carrying my sword.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, speaking towards the elder.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, so there's a long way from the door to the elder in the middle, so that's why I was like asking. So you approach the elder, is what you say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The elder says, "Please sit."
Yeah, sit down wherever
Yeah.
seems appropriate, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
There's
guess I'll sit
rugs
down
all
and-
around the campfire.
Cozy.
They say, "Speak."
Well, our group has been trying to help solve the solution of the spell plague for a while now. We've come into information that it's the cause of a calamitous creature that has been on this world once before. And all signs seem to point towards it currently being holed up in the Tower of Ak. A group that we were allied with has apparently already scouted out the tower in the past and determined that there are no real entrances. But someone had told us that you may be able to help us find a way in.
The elder says, "Who are you?"
My name is Pyros. We are a group of, I guess you could still say adventurers, that we were formerly known as the Firestarters. But that was, of course, in the Empire. I would not assume that any tales of our deeds have reached here.
The elder says, "Yes, I do not know of you, but I know of what you speak. The Tower of Arc was created to seal a calamity that arrived in this world many eons ago. Several people were tasked with different things that they needed to do, needed to keep up, needed to know. I know there was someone who knew the way into the tower, someone who had the keys, someone who knew how to open it, someone else who knew who these people were, who could bring them together. These were all tasks that were given to different people around the world and passed on through the generations. I do not know if these sacred tasks have been kept up by others, for I do not know who these other people are. But I know that my people were tasked with protecting the tower, ensuring that nobody gets to it. This is why it lies in the Forbidden Lands. It is protected by the Lost Tribe, and they will let no one near the tower unless the tribes all come together and give permission.
And so, the calamity that is sealed within the tower, are there many stories left of that creature before it was sealed?
I do not know many tales that would help, but all I know of a tale relating to the capture of the creature itself. It's been passed on by my people. It relates to the goddess of magic. It's said that in the past, this calamity came and killed the previous god of magic. And brave heroes came together to fight this enemy. It is said that there was one champion among them who was able to finally defeat the calamity itself. But as there always has to be someone to look after the arcane weave, someone had to take the place of the old god. The champion, for reasons I do not know and my elders have not known, could not take that position, but their lover, Mistra, was able to take it on. And she then became the new goddess of magic.
Is the name of the champion in your stories as well?
No, they are unknown.
Do you know the race of that champion?
No, they are unknown.
Misha is the lover of champion. Okay.
We had ourselves a unique opportunity, and so I think in showing the good nature of sharing, I can divulge some of this information. We had found a ruin of an old civilization. I don't know if the name, the Aliod, means anything to you.
It does not.
Within was a person by the name of Iniok, who had a very unique power to absorb magic. He says that this power was given to him to fight that calamity over 1,000 years ago.
The elder just listens to you intently.
But his people considered that to have corrupted him, that magic was unnatural or evil or just bad in some way, so they
He used the
put
same
him-
methods as the calamity to fight the calamity.
Yeah.
And so they had
he
him
was imprisoned, but he
imprisoned.
is seemingly ageless.
And his full intentions are still on trying to fight this beast, though he seemed to believe the creature was sealed within an object rather than a tower.
The elder says, it is interesting. Perhaps there is a connection somewhere, but it is not mine to know. It is my duty to pass on these stories to the next generation.
In theory, if we want to enter the Tower of Arcana, we need to gather this like different tribes. Like, how do you think we should go about it?
If I deem it appropriate, I can summon the tribes to Jost, and they can then judge you in the Hall of the Tribes. They can judge whether you are worthy of being allowed to approach the tower. But know that in ages past, nobody has been deemed worthy.
So not sure if you're aware, but right now, the Emperor of Colton currently has an airship and is on his way to the tower. He's probably already gotten there because we've been traveling by foot like the long way around, and he just went straight to it. So, and he's got a small army and the most powerful mage on the continent
We've seen.
that we've ever seen. And
the elder says, "What is an airship?"
It's like a boat,
What does it
but
sound?
it flies,
yeah,
and it can take a
fairly
whole army.
self-explanatory.
We've seen it ourselves. It's magnificent.
It's so cool.
Lined with
I think you guys are
glitter.
asking the wrong questions. Like,
And yeah, it
if
is
the
also
tower door...
yeah, it's the only airship in existence that you know of. So,
Well, I guess my question was, if I described like a massive ship that flies, does that sound like something that could get past the Lost Tribe, or do you think that they've actually been stopped?
the elder says, "No, I do not believe they would get past the Lost Tribe. Even if they would, entrance to the tower is still sealed."
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Have you been contacted by this emperor? If your people are the only way in and he wants in, it stands to reason that you'd hear from him.
No, we have not received any word from the Empire.
How sure are you that your people are the only way in?
It is as it has always been. There is no entry into the Forbidden Lands without getting through the Lost Tribe. And the only way to get through the Lost Tribe is with the consensus of the elders. And as I said, no one has gained that.
Okay.
So what is this trial of worthiness that we have to take? Do you have any clue? Do you divulge? Or it's just supposed to be a surprise?
There is no trial. It is just the elders will have to agree that you are worthy of entering the tower. If there is
how can we
anything
prove to you?
that is up to you to decide how you wish to prove your worthiness. But as I said, before I even summon the elders, I would need to know that you are worth the time. And since simply getting to the tower is not going to be enough, if what you are speaking of is true, then what you need is the key. And if you can acquire the key, then I can summon the elders, and you can prove yourself to them.
What did the poem say about it?
I think the key is Donnie's staff, but that's just me.
So how do we attain this key that you talk of?
The key was unfortunately lost a long time ago, but we believe that it was taken by an evil man from the Empire.
How evil are we talking? Are we talking like evil lord kind of evil, or
Necromancy, perhaps.
They are known as Zixioth.
The threads are coming together.
Now, I thought Zixioth lived at the tower. Where does he live?
in the mountains?
Yeah.
Then
like
we
to
shall
the
go and get the key.
East-ish.
Great.
Very well. Is there anything else you wish to talk about before that?
If we get permission, is there like a timer? Because I was just thinking about like what order we have to do things in, and like to get to Zixioth, the easiest way is to like cut through the Forbidden Lands, but that's not allowed. So like,
No, you would die.
okay, so then teleport to Kantok and then go from there. Got it.
Could we use your teleportation circle?
Oh yeah, that would be so great.
Certainly.
Okay, so if we got permission and then teleported to Kantok to go get the key,
Here's an
that...
important question.
Oh.
You mentioned there's multiple roles passed down through generations through multiple different parts of the continent. How, if possible, would we be able to contact, or would you be able to contact those people to get all the relevant things? Because just getting the key will not be enough based on what you've said. So, if we need
that's
to know,
what he means about the meeting of the elders.
well,
If the seal on the tower has already been broken, then that means the others have already done their tasks. I would not know who they are or how to contact them. There is no way to know. They have been given their tasks to hold on to. One was to hold on to the key, and there was another one who was to know how to destroy the key, and there was someone who knew who these two people were, so they could connect them.
Iniok might know.
I feel like we guys shouldn't look so macro picture. We should just do one step at a time.
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, let's go kill an evil lord and get that key.
Could we have an authorization to enter the Hall of Order for the teleportation circle?
As I said, it is done.
Oh, great.
So current plan.
Fred, do you want to have a good look at the elders as well, Fred? Just in case you want to contact the elder.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I feel like we've been talking for more than a minute now.
Have we met the
Yeah.
criteria for sending?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Perfect. So current
You don't
plan
need to
is
like intently stare at somebody specifically for that.
teleport to Kantok, get to the mountains, defeat Zixioth, then teleport back to Jost, present the key, and ask for permission to go to the tower. Does that sound like a good order?
The elder says, are you sure you want to teleport around that much? Have you not heard?
Oh, yeah, but...
Sorry, not heard.
It's all right. It's stable. That's my hope. It's stable.
Is it something new?
Yeah.
No, teleportation magic has been very unreliable for the past year.
Even with hand-holding?
What?
It's all right, guys. I got this. We haven't had any mishaps so far.
I trust Ree.
We haven't had
I'm just going to
mishaps so
ask, do you have any other alternative methods of transportation that are rather quick from here?
From here to where?
Well, our first destination will be towards where the evil wizard lies. So anywhere that's close enough near there.
You can try the trade caravans.
Very well. That is all I wish to ask. Unless you have any knowledge of the dragons in the east and the recent things that have been happening there.
We have heard of dragon sightings in the desert, yes.
We've only heard rumors, but based on our task, one of our things that we've done is we freed the dragon Horfnidring from the corruption and from the spell plague and the effects of the calamity. So we're wondering whatever we can find about dragons might be useful to know.
Perhaps you should ask somebody in the east then. They may know more.
Very
We have not
well.
seen them around here.
Didn't he just say there were sightings in the desert, or did I imagine that?
Well, yeah, like the eastern part of the desert, I assume. Not actually
Oh, okay.
Empire, but
You are in the center of the desert right now.
Fair enough.
So wait, so with teleportation magic not working reliably, how much time will it take to gather the tribes if we do prove ourselves worthy of your favor?
Less than a week.
Very well.
I don't know how time sensitive things are.
We've never been told there's a time deadline for this. It's just, the world is ending.
Just
Fix it whenever you can, really.
let's see.
Kate, you are muted.
Sorry, thank you. I'm okay with less than a week for waiting to call the tribes. We don't need to call them and then have them wait for us to get back.
yeah, we probably don't want to go on a vacation, but
I mean,
No
what's
fighting
wrong
any
with a
pirates.
vacation? I could always teleport back, right?
well, as we just discussed, maybe not. Maybe we'd end up in the Underdark again.
Wait, again?
Oh God.
Again.
Yeah.
Once again,
Well, that's
At least this
What
most
have I
recent
gotten
time, which was
myself
the only one
into?
I was actually there for, that wasn't due to a
Yeah.
teleportation mishap. That was just us going through some underwater caves.
Yeah.
None of the times we ended up in the Underdark, we meant to be in the Underdark. But I guess no one really ever wants to be in the Underdark. So
Mhm.
it's quite fitting.
All right, so I guess we need to figure out how we're gonna go get over there.
I still want to go to the Hall of Order to learn the sigil.
Right.
Mhm.
That's important.
No, I wanted this one. So, far as you know, the Dark Lord is somewhere around here. And you are right here.
Okay.
And if we go to the map of Colton over here, the Dark Lord would be over here. Somewhere west of Targan.
Right. And the straight line, like you said, is through the Forbidden Lands.
Yeah. And
And
mountains.
And again, I don't need to go to Kentuck, by the way. I can go to Dirk Ezeth.
Right, because we had stuff from the Dragon's Horde there, obviously.
Is that as reliable as a sigil,
No, a sigil is more stable from what we last heard before from other people.
Yeah, then maybe we should stick with the sigil. I mean, it is risky though, because we'll be entering into Kantok.
The safest bet in reality is just to.
Yeah.
We'll just
Walking
have
Maybe
so
we
to-
do a
far.
round of disguised selves.
I mean,
And
we
then
don't even need to go
walking's
through
no
the
fun.
city. We could cut through the woods, but
Yeah, I feel like the moment we teleport in, we're going to get attacked.
I mean, we could disguise ourselves as a bunch of elves.
Why would you get suddenly attacked? Wonders your new companion.
Yes. Yes. What did you do? Is this just
Mainly, we just didn't
standing
follow
order
orders.
that they're very
We
distrustful?
liberated drugs and gave them to the people.
I see.
In other words,
Essential drugs.
in other words, you have resigned yourself to the fate of a fugitive by associating with us.
You stole a top secret recipe from a government lab and distributed that to the criminal underworld.
You're
I
not
see.
wrong.
None of what I said is objectively wrong.
We gave it to more
the
than
Thieves
just
Guild.
the Thieves Guild. We gave it to the Thieves Guild, but we made sure they weren't the only ones with access to the recipe. We gave it to an independent alchemist as well.
And
So
you would
again,
be
as someone who just
notorious?
woke up yesterday,
Yeah.
magic is working very strangely in the world. If you aren't
Right.
careful, things can go wrong. Can cause landslides. People go blind trying to use divination. Protective spells can explode. So there's this.
You can summon more powerful elementals than you want to without
so
control of them.
the Alchemy Guild in the Empire, and apparently also other places, since it's available here too, created this this drink that's basically it stabilizes your magic for a day, makes so there's no negative effects, and it also can make you feel stronger. And it was very expensive. So basically, as a result, there was someone from the Thieves Guild who had originally approached us basically to just try and have us use our station to get into the Alchemy Guild and open a door for them to be able to sneak in later that night. Well, our group determined it was easier to just take the formula ourselves and bring it to them.
It was a lot easier.
Yes. So this substance is now available to much more people at a much cheaper rate. It may or may not be more dangerous than it was. But this is also, of course, not a good thing in the eyes of the law.
Right. You're notorious enough that just using a teleportation circle would be enough to...
Well, I think the
We
problem
don't
is
know.
that the teleportation circle is in it's in like their mages guild, basically, right?
Yep.
So I think that they would
Academy of Arcane Arts.
recognize us.
We were told before we left the Empire that if we did not stay put, that this secret would be distributed. We, of course,
And that
did
was
not stay
by
put.
the advisor to the Emperor, like the second in command of the entire Empire, told us if we don't do as he says, he's going to reveal our deepest, darkest secrets. And then we didn't do what he said. So,
Wait,
also,
sorry. Your deepest, darkest secret? Is this something I need to know?
Oh,
no. It was that we
it's-
were criminals because it wasn't public knowledge that we're criminals.
I see.
Is
So you
it
don't
even our
know?
deepest, darkest secrets? I don't even know.
So yes, we
We've
do
done
not
other
actually
stuff
know
as
if
well.
he has spread this information, and if he has, exactly how much trouble we would be in.
Another
see.
thing, we had to get express permission to get access to that teleportation circle, and they did a background check on us and weren't too pleased that we came from Hinun, some of us. So, if we disguise self, they're definitely going to have questions like, you're not authorized to use this teleportation circle. How did you get this? Let's kill you. And if we don't disguise self, then it's like, oh, we gave you access, but then you kind of
At the
have
very
an
least, we
arrest
know that
order
in the
on you.
smaller villages they don't care, because we've gone to a smaller village in the Empire already.
Which one?
The one near the tower.
What's the chance of failure normally, without spell plague? What's the chance of failure when you just have the object to guide you?
0. Associate object it's always work.
Okay.
It just depends on exactly how associated the possessions of Dragon are.
I have many objects from there.
I mean, if we want a really unique object, we should probably see if any of the artwork is still there.
Oh, you have a piece of one of the statues, don't you?
Yeah. That was why I took the part of the spider off.
Oh, cool. Okay. All right. Yeah, then let's. I think teleportation will go fine if we hold hands.
I'm going to keep one hand on my sword. You can have the other one.
Come by.
I think it'll be fine.
Oh, and
So
yeah,
even if associate object is not, then the chances for very familiar. Oh my god, this is so terrible to see it roll 20. Let me
75%.
somewhere. Yeah, which is still kind of great.
Yeah, 75% chance to be on target. Like 10% to be slightly off. Another 5 to be similar area, and then another 5 to have a bad thing happen.
Can you imagine if it's similar area we went from directly into the wizard's there? That's convenient, right?
Okay.
Wow. Living in Christmas land over there.
Let's do it. Let's teleport.
So I'm gonna go learn the sigil first.
Yeah.
Are you going alone, or are you all just going to the back to the halls of order?
Actually, can we go to the merchants and see if there's anything that's good against undead?
I also have a couple reagents I need to get since I started with nothing, no possessions at all. So a shopping trip would not be amiss.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Then do the shopping, then the sigil, because it's easier just using the teleportation circle than casting a teleport spell if you're going to another circle.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So you start wandering around the town buying out stuff.
Just a couple odds and ends.
Is there anything besides holy water that's like especially effective against undead?
Several things.
Is there anything that can protect you from like possession?
I'm assuming something like necrotic damage resistance would be useful.
Yes.
I feel like we shouldn't
does radiant damage would be good usually.
Who's got high Arcana?
I do.
Pyros.
Okay.
Pyros have the highest.
Bardic Inspiration your way, Pyros. Do you Arcana check anything good?
So I guess just trying to recall whatever I can about undead and their weaknesses.
I mean, undead are, generally speaking, weak against such things as paladins
Yeah.
and clerics. So that, and I mean, there's several kinds of undead, so a lot of different things work against them. Nothing in particular, except for, turn undead and such. Clerical paladin stuff.
So my concern is if some of these undeads have capabilities of like possessing your body, and the only way to like get them out is bring you to death and then revive you. I'm like, that's not something we want.
Let me see what
I say we just go in. We're a decently strong party.
Oh, I have Aura of
Lord,
Purity, which gives you advantage on saving throws against blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, paralyzed, poisoned, or stunned. And you also...
No, that's not possession.
Yeah, that's not possession.
Also, why do you want the holy water?
I assumed it would be good against.
I mean, it's just a 2d6,
Oh, I guess it is. Yeah.
which is
I need holy
less
water
than
because-
less than you can do.
Yeah.
I need
Otherwise,
holy water for spell component, so I actually do need it.
okay.
But you don't need a like flask.
No, at each time I use it, it's expanded. I don't have any holy water.
All right.
Yeah, so we probably want like 4 or 5 anyway.
Well,
A cleric or paladin may create a holy water by performing a special ritual.
Ooh.
yes.
Ritual takes
Nice.
1 hour to form and uses 25 gold worth of powdered silver.
If we have to buy powdered silver, you might as well just buy the holy water right away. It also costs 25 gold. So what's the difference?
But if they don't have the holy water, and if they have powdered silver,
Well, you do have a paladin, so
yeah.
happy to do that.
So who's like leading you around these market stalls?
Who's leading us around?
Yeah, like who's like taking
tends
point
to
in your
walk in
group?
I have
Well,
a
I
least
have-
wisdom,
I have
so
a
I'm going to
shopping
volunteer to do it.
Least wisdom. Just make things
care.
interesting. No,
Yeah.
I have a
Fridge's not going to
shopping
know
list
any
of-
better. He's just going to casually be at the front.
Yeah, so
Alright.
Fritz is the one who's just, this is where we
We're
go.
going to go down this alley that is definitely not marked as a dead end. Oh, look, it's a dead end. Who could have guessed that?
Okay, well, as you are walking about, you don't go into a dead end alley. But what does happen is, as you're just walking down the street, and from a dark little alley on the side, suddenly a bolt of magical energy shoots at Frid, who chose to be in the in the front. What's your AC?
It would be not what's on my character sheet. It would in fact be 13 plus my dex, 15.
You have the defense, enhanced defense.
Do I? Okay, lovely.
It's on my list of infusions. You
Um,
and Pyros both have it. It's +2. If you're wearing
Cool.
armor, I assume you are wearing light armor at least.
and that means it's the studded leather, which is, where is that gone?
16 total, I think.
60. I think it's 16.
Well, the enhanced defense is +2 now, right? So you should be at 17 if you have +2 AC or +2
Well,
dex.
no, I think that's with the. Yeah, it's +2. So studded is 12 plus dex, which
Oh,
is 2.
okay. Yep, you're right then.
Yeah, 16. 16 is my
16.
current dex. My defense AC. Ugh. Which probably still gets me hit.
16 is good.
All right. Well, I am going to hold on. I'll hide your opponents for a moment here to keep the suspense, and I'll bring you over to the battle map over here.
Oh, I hope it's not.
I'm not even prepared today.
Wow, again.
And and there's the turn order. Let me just make sure it's cleared. There we go. And then you can roll initiative. So basically you go into your character sheet, click on your token first, and then go into your character sheet and then press initiative. It'll allow you to roll for it. And Frid, you take 23 points of damage.
Woo. 23. Alright. I'm a tank. -23. Cool.
Sorry, I'm not figuring out how to do this. So I click my token.
On the
Yeah.
map.
Not to
So just a left click on your token and nothing else there. And then you go up to your journal in the top right and then click on your character there to open up your character sheet. And then just click on the initiative in the character sheet. The initiative number.
Oh, did it work?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you have plus
I think you
0?
have to add him to turn on.
I have +0 on initiative, yes.
Oof.
It's just a dex check, right?
Yeah.
So
It's fine. It's fine.
but
who
I'm not
needs-
seeing myself in the turn order, though.
Yeah, I need to
So-
add you there.
you
Yeah, just a moment. But yeah, it's always good when the tank goes last, you know.
Right, just got to survey the battlefield.
Yeah, everybody else gets killed already, and then you're like, okay, now I'm gonna defend you.
Well, we all rolled terribly.
Right.
Seems so. But yeah, this bolt of energy just comes shooting from the alleyway, and you, Fred, would obviously like turn around and see who it is, and you see 3 entities. 3 characters.
3 hooded figures.
No, they are not hooded. They are armored. Black, green, and blue.
Oh no!
Really?
Yep.
3 of
They
them?
are. So they are from head to toe covered in this plate armor that is decorated to look like different dragons and colored like different dragons, and the armor seems to be pretty worn around some parts, not like completely destroyed like the yellow one had, but they seem to be like weakened and worn, the armor as it is. But yes, they are. Oops, I exited out of the game. Hold on a second. 1 second. They are indeed the Dragon Warriors.
Yeah.
These guys were really, really tough when we were like, what, level 8 or something?
Yeah. They were
I
like,
wanna say.
phew,
Yeah,
big
they're hard.
problems.
Yeah, you were fighting one of them.
Oh, yes.
And then we fought one and a dragon.
And then we fought one that only had 1 leg.
Well, it's
Are
actually
there
like
any,
tiny dragon tokens.
Should we
Yeah.
just run? Should
No,
we
Are
run?
there
let's-
any
let's
like bystanders
take 'em.
around? This is a crowded market, right?
Yeah, the people. Well, it's not a crowded market. It's mostly just the street that you were walking on by accident. But yeah, people. There were people. Oh, I guess there still are technically, but they are like running away. Everybody's leaving the premises.
Cries of alarm going up for guards and things like that.
Yeah.
It's not commonplace to just have attacks in the middle of the marketplace.
Yeah, again, not a marketplace, but the random
okay.
street.
Well, street.
But yeah, you don't see any guards around. But yeah, people have started running away and screaming. Let's see.
do they have
Let's.
blue
They have helmets.
Oh.
Okay,
That
let's.
kind of determined whether they would kill all of the bystanders immediately, if given the chance. Because I think, like, unaffected by the spell plague, they're not gonna like murder anyone.
So, these armored warriors don't have any weapons, but as the green one starts off first, closes some distance, they basically just conjure up out of thin air this sort of energy that forms into the form of a javelin that they then throw, and I guess yeah, they'll just keep on throwing at Frid. I mean, why not? Sorry.
Okay. Might use a lucky dice here to re-roll their hit. So let's see.
What's the roll again? There we go. That's a hit.
Yeah, let's use one lucky charge to re-roll that.
All right.
Going down to 2.
Oops.
Has been hit.
I rolled incorrectly. That is wait, what was the AC? 16?
16.
Yeah. That's a hit still.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna cast silvery barbs. Assuming it actually goes off.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. So another roll. Roll again. It still hits.
Yeah, I'll give Frid the advantage.
All right. Really trying to help Frid out. Okay, so you take wait a second. Oh, there it is. You take 22 points of damage.
Yay, I love taking damage. I kind of want to see if we can capture one of these guys, but I don't think that would be possible.
And then
Anyway,
it's Mervin's turn.
I'm just gonna. Are we running or fighting?
Fighting.
Fighting. Okay. Fairy fire. I can catch all 3 of them in a 20. Oh, is it 20 foot? When it says 20-foot cube, does that mean
It's a 4x4.
Yeah, 20 foot on one side.
okay, so then I can only get 2 of them. Let's do.
Also, where you're standing, you cannot get 2 of them. You lack the line of sight. There's a building in between you.
Then I'll move. I'll bravely stand behind Raynar. And actually, you know what? I'm going to back up even more than that. Oh no, I can't. I can't do that. It's a range of 60 feet. Yeah. So bravely stand behind Raynar, and I'll cast Fairy Fire on the 2 in front, since that is my only option. And they both make dexterity saving throws, and my DC is 18.
All right.
I don't know why it says at the bottom that it's 14. It's not.
I wonder if it's set up to use a different ability score than your regular spellcasting.
Well, I put the spellcasting ability. Well, let's try that. Let's try changing that. And then.
Well, regardless of whatever it is.
That is why. That is why. Huh.
Whatever it is, they actually both saved.
God damn it.
So nothing happens, right?
Yeah, nothing happens. Yeah. All right, then Todd will charge forward to the green one. And there's fine. And bonk.
Also, I'm reminding you that you can make measurements invisible.
I thought I did.
No, but somebody's drawing a triangle there.
He's using hide from others.
No, David, you are muted.
Sorry, I was looking at the other thing. Is there a way to hide the portraits?
Oh, yes. You want to go to, let me see. Where is it?
Oh yeah, you mean in the bottom left corner? Yeah.
Yeah, the bottom left corner. They're. I mean, I'm on a relatively small laptop, and they're covering like half the screen. It's
Yeah.
So you want to go to audio and videos, and then
Okay.
video display. You want to change the player video avatar size to names only.
Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Names.
Yeah,
only. Beautiful. Thank you, sir. Okay.
Yeah, didn't even click with me because I've just never had them on, so I'm like, what avatars? But yeah. Yeah, so Todd, unfortunately, unsurprisingly, that's a miss. Frid.
So I was doing a little bit of maths there, which I'm surprised you were able to see because it was using hide from others, but whatever. So I'm going to move.
Secrets
to
are
here.
revealed.
And then I'm going to, yeah, Todd's going to get hit.
Apparently, the building is also going to get hit.
The building is going to get pretty cold. So I'm going to 7th level Cone of Cold, trying to target all 3 of them.
Rip Todd.
So bye, Todd.
He has good con, right?
He still takes half damage.
Yeah. Yeah, his con saving throw is +7.
So I need to roll. How many is it? 8, 9, 10 D8.
Okay.
10 D8. Wow.
Come on, Todd. Yes!
10 D8. Here we go. That's pretty decent damage.
48 cold damage.
Yes, halved if they save.
To 24 for Todd.
Are any of them resistant to cold?
No.
We don't see a white one.
He just has
Silver.
1 damage immunity and it's poison. No resistances.
I was asking for the Dragon Warriors.
Oh. One of them might be.
Oh, wow. They might save, they might not.
Yeah, so 2 of them actually save. Along with Todd.
One of them doesn't.
The last one, the blue one in the back, does not. Somehow it got hit hardest, even though it's the furthest away. Everybody else. Well, I mean, I guess it's not a dexterity save, so it's just like.
Can you survive it?
Yeah, Constitution. Just like, are you tough enough? Okay, so it's. Hold on, 24. Yes, 24.
Yeah.
24.
Then I shall use the last 5 of my movement to move slightly out of the way.
All right.
And
Yeah, at least now one of them can't throw a javelin at you.
yeah, bonus action. I'll hold off on my bonus action.
Okay.
No,
Celery.
I'm just gonna drink an Arcadium for my action.
Okay.
All I need to do is not die, right?
That's fair. That's smart.
Yeah.
Very bad timing.
It would be a very bad timing. Luckily, you are not dead. You hold on. Celery. You have a +3 to all your stats.
Oh my god, I was so ready to minus things already. Okay. Great. I'll cast Healing Word on Fred. There's an additional +1 to this. Okay, so let me just add that. Where is Healing Word? Here. It's not a lot, but hey, you know what? It adds up,
8
right?
health is better than no health.
Yeah.
That puts me to 69 health.
I'll move here and tell Parsnip, go act as cover. And Parsnip is going to come here and expand its size to act as cover for Fred.
Woohoo.
Zoop.
And that's my turn.
And Parsnip's turn as well, as I suppose.
Yep. Parsnip dodges.
Actually, Parsnip and Todd could probably form a line.
The blue. So first of all, the buildings here, they are like one story. There's another story actually up down there in the lower right, but they're one story high, which would be like yeah, like a 15-ish feet or so. And the blue dragon, dragon warrior, not a dragon. They quite casually, it seems, for those who can see, which is pretty much Fred and the familiars, quite casually jumps up to the top of the building.
Right.
And takes a couple of steps forward, conjures out of nowhere a bow and an arrow, and takes a shot at Todd. Where's my rolls? There. I don't know why I didn't create macros for this. Todd's AC was what?
15.
Ooh, that just hits. Just hits. Todd takes 19 points of damage.
18. Oh, God.
Yeah, then it's Pyros.
All right, let's see here. All right, so obviously what I have now doesn't have a whole heck of a lot of range. 1, 2, 3. But I think I would still be okay. Basically just move right over here. And then launch a produce flame at the green dragon warrior there.
I really wish I had given you heat metal.
You still have his ring of spell storing with some spells.
Yeah, I need to double check what I actually have in there. 'Cause-
Which one was this against? The green one?
yes.
Yeah.
And then I should have looked at this. Okay. For now, that'll be all.
Let me me quickly check one thing from here. What was it? It's the... what was the armor spell that you were using before?
Mage armor.
Oh yeah, but it's just true incantation. So yeah.
Yeah,
So you had
an
a
invocation.
yeah, that one. You as you end your turn, after you've blasted out your bolt of fire, you notice that those familiar flames that you had before protecting you suddenly burst out again. And you are currently technically under the effect of mage armor, but since you're wearing armor, I guess it doesn't work. But but technically you are under the effect of that. Then Black. Black is going to just go ahead and I mean, I'm sorry, but Todd is right there, so Black's just going to go ahead and rush at Todd and conjure up a huge maul and smashes down that at Todd.
That's what Todd's for.
To die. That would be a hit, and
I cast Silvery Barbs again. This time
Okay.
I'll put the advantage on myself.
that is still a hit, and it is 15 points of damage from Todd.
I imagine it's not difficult for this thing to hit 15.
It's not difficult to keep any of us, really.
Well, our tank hasn't gone yet.
Not yet.
But now it's your turn. Reynard, show us what you got.
Well, I don't have too much because they're too far away to do much much good, but I can, let's see. I think I'm going to move, well, let's see. They've seemed pretty content to just wail on Todd right now.
Mm.
Which is not great. So I was thinking of moving into a line with Parsnip just to kind of pin them in the alley, but they seem okay with that. All right, let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to move. I can just like drag my guy where I want my token.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think we move up to here. Why is that not working?
You have to change on the top left corner, you have to change the select and move. So it's the first one with the arrow sign. Yeah.
Thank you. So we go here. All right. So move to there. Then I'll take an action. Does anybody want a haste spell?
A what?
Haste.
Haste spell?
Haste. Ooh.
Is anyone like Jones in for that? Because otherwise I'm just going to use it on myself as an incentive.
Just
On
use it.
spellcasters, it's not.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, I have
It'd be
a
either you or Marin, I
crossbow,
think.
so theoretically I could shoot 4 times. If you gave it
3
to me,
times.
or you could do it on yourself.
No.
And I was standing right next to you before you moved, so you could like.
You were. Okay, can I walk that back then? Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. I'm kind of a little
Are you
bit
sure you don't
flustered
want it
by
for
the
yourself
UI.
though?
Honestly, yeah, I think it's better on myself because then I can
Yeah.
actually get in range at that point. So I'll go ahead and cast haste on myself, assuming I've had time to procure the licorice root. That was kind of the purpose of this outing.
Was no, but wait a minute. Haste. So haste doesn't have a material component with price on it, so you can
Right.
use your
I can use holy symbol.
focus.
Yeah.
Your holy symbol
Right.
for it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll do that. Cast that on myself. And then that should give me enough speed to go ahead and let's see if I have Yeah, I do. Okay. So now I can close. I'll go ahead. Oh gosh, I'm there. I should be able to move to there. We'll use a bonus action to swear a vow of enmity against the green one.
All right. What kind of token would
And
that
then
be?
we'll open up and start wailing on him with advantage. So that should be 2 attacks with the extra attack feature. And where is my... Okay, I'm going to do this right. So I just click the actual attack thing in my character sheet to do this.
For the weapon.
The weapon itself. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. With advantage.
Depending on how you've set it up, but yeah, that seems to be doing it right. And then you need to roll for damage separately.
You should be able to just click where it says the greatsword +1 in the chat, and it should roll it for you.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I hit presumably on a 24.
Yeah, 24 is a hit.
Okay. 11 damage. I guess it's a bit player knowledge-y to like ask how dangerous these things are, but it doesn't super matter. I can figure out they seem fairly lethal from how I'm watching them so far.
Yeah, they seem like very much dangerous enemies. With as little knowledge as you have, they seem to be pretty rough. Yeah,
they seem to have just like ignored the massive cone of cold that blasted down the alleyway. And all right, so let's go ahead and use a big boy divine smite on that attack then. So how do I do that?
What level?
I'll use a 4th level spell slot. So that should be... Did that Greatsword +1, did that factor the additional D8? I assume it wouldn't, because I don't think I've set that up properly. So that should be another D8 from Improved Divine Smite, and then I'll do an actual 5D8 Divine Smite on it as well. I'm not sure how to do that from within here, though. Should I just like slash roll for that?
Yeah, you can just write it out. So you can always also, like, if you hover over the 11 slashing, for example, it tells you what it has rolled.
Oh, I see. Thank you. But yeah,
so it was 2d6 plus 1 plus 5 plus 1.
And these guys are not undead, presumably.
They are not, no.
Okay. So there we go. Wow, those are some shit rolls. Okay, fair enough. So then that's 17, so 30 damage off the first attack.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second attack against the same target with advantage. There we go.
Another hit.
Another hit. All right. And then that plus an additional 1. 22 damage.
That was a lot of damage.
And that's it for me.
All right. That's a lot of damage. So, with this dragon warrior who you marked, would they like know in any way that you've done something to them, or is it just like you're like, I'm gonna get you?
Yes, I do. Like, I mean, I'm channeling divinity to do this, right?
Yeah.
So I utter a vow of enmity against a creature within 10 feet. So it hears me say something to the effect of...
Yeah, what is your vow of enmity?
My vow of enmity. I don't know. Keep it simple, right? You are about to die.
Okay. So yeah, so basically it doesn't necessarily know that you put a curse on it or something. So it's going to go ahead and attack Todd instead. It got hit hard, but it's gonna be trying to finish off one target here. So it's going after Todd, 8 attacks Todd, and that's 8. Anybody doing anything? You don't care about Todd
no
anymore.
reaction.
Lamenting Todd's growing injuries.
Everybody uses their reaction to feel bad for Todd. All right, Todd takes damage. 17 points of damage.
Still up, baby.
Barely standing. And they're just gonna stand there then. Mervin.
I'm gonna shoot at the one in front of Todd, the black one. And I'm assuming all of these things in front of it add up to cover, but it doesn't matter because I have sharpshooter. So I will fire twice. Boop. Boop. Okay, it's one hit. Oh, sorry, I should have said, I meant, this was my plan. I wanted to do Arcane Jolt so I can heal Todd to keep him up for another hit.
Okay. The first one hits.
Okay, then we'll do 2d6. Yes, okay, so 6 for Todd.
Oh, one thing. Sorry to interrupt you. One thing I forgot to mention as the new turn started. You hear the roar of dragons up in the sky.
Oh,
And
no.
you hear, and some of you who are still outside of the alleyway, you might even see out in the distance, far to the east, you see some dragons in the sky.
Are they headed towards us, or?
Yeah. And they are black, green, and blue as well. Yes.
Awesome.
Oh, no.
It's okay. We got this. Public
You're
drinking
talking to the
understanding
blue one, right?
This is distant, right? Like if we kill these guys in the next, few rounds, they're not going to get here in under a minute, right?
We've killed
of course.
one dragon. We can kill 3 at once, right?
Okay. All right. Okay.
Is there any
that's
like
fine.
the town like mustering around us or anything like that?
That's what I was thinking.
Well, I mean, at this point, it's still
running?
like at this point, everything's still like in disarray. The people have just barely been able to run away from this situation right now.
Okay. All right. I'll stay where I am. I see no reason to move, and Todd will regenerate some hit points. Why doesn't it roll? Fix that. 13.
But yeah, in addition to the dragons flying around, you're probably more focused on the immediate threat right now.
Well, I was just thinking if we should try and like bunch up and wait, how long does it take to cast teleport? It's one action. Yeah. So if we should just bunch up and try and get to the target location now.
And leave the poor civilians to fend for themselves.
We try our best and then.
Okay, not Mervin. Fred.
So I couldn't really work it out. Does Todd share a challenge rating / level with Mervin, or does he just not have one full stop?
I don't think you can target constructs with polymorph anyway, could you?
I think you can.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Because a construct is still a creature, and if Todd shares a level or challenge rating based on Mervin's level, then I'd like to polymorph it. But if it's just there's no challenge rating or a challenge rating NA, then I obviously won't do that?
Yeah, it's not available. No, there's
Okay.
the Steel Defender doesn't have anything.
Yeah, fair enough.
How,
Then.
how does challenge rating work?
It's
It
inside
just,
the stat
it just
block.
doesn't have one. It's just
Yeah, it just doesn't have one. It's a special thing. So it's a very very special thing. The Artificer Battlesmith pet.
yes.
It's another thing, and yeah, so you can't polymorph it.
Um,
But can he anyway?
that's the question. How?
For fun.
I'm guessing they're not within 300 feet range for any of the dragons, but I will ask just to be sure.
No.
Yeah, didn't think so.
Oops.
Then the next action is going to be to I'm going to bonus action unsettling words on the black dragon warrior.
What are your unsettling words?
We've killed two of you. You're weak like the rest. So
That's just a
roll that.
threat. I don't know if that's unsettling. But
Sort of. We'll
yeah.
see. Yeah, not very unsettling. You're right there.
I'm not wearing anything under my armor. Try that.
Then, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I then use. Let me just double check it. That works. Where has it gone? Meta magic points. Twin spell is equal to spell's level. Yes. I then use all 4 of my sorcery points to twin spell polymorph, targeting both the black and green dragon warriors, attempting to turn them into small turtles. Basically, something we can pick up, run away with if we want to, and they're not going to be fast or hurt us. That is the objective.
Okay.
It hurts when turtles bite you.
Yeah, well, small turtles, not
Speaking
snapping
from
turtles.
personal
not
experience, it
snapping
hurts even when a
turtles.
box turtle bites you.
Okay, well, I think we can live with that. So one of them,
small turtles who don't like to bite.
yes, one of them needs to make the black one needs to make a DC 21,
Mm.
and the green one needs to make a DC 18. And I will want to use my lucky dice if one of them. Actually, no, the time stone. Actually, no. We're potentially facing 3
Whoa.
dragons. I'm going to leave it the time stone for a second. They might both fail
People can
anyway.
be taken polymorph, and not a teleportation.
Just pick up 2 turtles with us.
I can't teleport the 2 turtles though because they need to be wheeling creatures. So we are just abandoning them. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is to buy us time to kill one, move on to the next, deal with that, move on to the next.
We could, if you want to just end the encounter, I guess we can. I could just put the other one in a wall of force, and then we can just run.
Well, no, my idea is not to leave the city defenseless. I kind of want to see what happens if we kill one of them, if the dragon turns away or whatnot, because this is highly irregular, and I don't know. I feel like we're a fair bit responsible for whatever happens here, and we're also trying to show that we're capable warriors to this entire nation. We can't exactly just flee when dragons are attacking and expect them to help us.
You also don't have that much time to strategize in the middle of combat right now, so the green one is turned into a turtle. I guess I'll use that. So it is now a turtle that is so Reynard's target of enmity is a little turtle.
That turtle is going down.
Don't touch it.
So yeah, it's the turtle. The black one is not.
Oh, that one's got a 21. Wow.
Well, can you use the time stone to?
I could, but I sort of.
Save it. Yeah, it's fine.
Do you want to save it for if the teleportation goes wrong?
Yeah, I don't really want to have the potential 3 dragons without the time stone. Let's just hope that the dragon warrior doesn't immediately deal enough damage to cancel out polymorph.
Well, can you use lucky to?
No,
change
lucky
it?
doesn't work on saving throws with other things. It works on my own saving throws and attack
Got
rolls
it,
against
got
me.
it,
But
got it.
yeah. Yeah,
It's like you can
that'll
call it
be.
one shot.
That's my action. Bonus action.
All right.
Good enough.
Shellery.
I'm going to guiding bolt the black one there, and I triple roll it with advantage. So this is my 3 guiding bolt roll. I'm gonna do it at 4th level as well. Okay, 26 hit, I suppose.
Mm.
That's from my Elven accuracy, and this is the damage roll. Wait, let me cancel this. There isn't a boost. Yep, here. Oh, that's not really good, but all right. The next person that attacks the black one has advantage. And then Hasnit is gonna move up 1, phase through it 2, 3, 4, 5, and then come into here. Great, exactly 6, and then use the help action after the guiding bolt has gone off. So the next 2 attack will be an advantage on the black one. Yep, that's my turn.
Yep.
Yeah, and I am going to come here and should I come here or should I just lie prone? You know what? I'll just lie prone.
Wait, whom is Parsnip helping?
I'll just lie prone. Yeah, lie prone there. That's as much as.
All right. The blue dragon is going to walk menacingly along the roof of the building here, get close to Parsnip, who would not be in melee range, so they are going to just they're gonna go ahead and conjure up. They conjure up a throwing axe and throw that at Parsnip.
Sure.
And 22 against Parsnip is probably a hit.
Okay.
And that's spicy. 12 points of damage.
Well, nice. Great. Love it when it's a low damage roll.
Pyros. You feel like you could potentially do your old spells again.
Okay. Oh, well, yeah, seeing the flames pick up, just gonna play it safe first and see if he can launch some Eldritch Blasts at the blue one. So let's see, with our level, that is 3 of them. So we'll see if those go. 2, 3. I suppose I should have asked first, would I get the Genie's Wrath thing again? The extra fire damage the first attack?
Yes.
Alright, so an extra 5 fire damage if the first, well, for whichever one hits first.
Yeah. They all do hit. So that's +5.
All right. I kind of already. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, I think for now. Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
That'll be all.
The black one is going to
Do it.
Yeah, the black one is going to go ahead and attack the green one.
To break it out of polymorph.
Todd uses his reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack.
But it's a turtle. It's gonna hit a turtle.
If it can hit, a turtle might have high AC depending on what kind of turtle it is.
I mean, actually,
Todd can't use his
the-
reaction to do anything else. Oh no, I mean, guess if the thing is going to move, but it's not going to move.
Maybe it's a net one, you know. If it's a net one, it's still misses.
Yeah, Todd
But,
knows the event on the attack. It's what Todd
But-
is there to do.
but let me tell you, this turtle actually, looking at the stat block here, has an AC of 17,
Oh.
and as a reaction, it can withdraw into its shell, gaining +5 to its AC.
It
So
doesn't do that.
it can have a better AC than any of you.
You
Well,
picked
obviously
also-
it's a turtle, it doesn't want
awesome
to get
thing turn
attacked.
it into. ACL is the perfect thing to pick.
But anyways, the turtle does get hit, and it breaks.
It doesn't
Breaks, but,
instinctively go into its shell.
It does seem to take some damage from that, some extra damage. No turtle, and the black. I mean, they're fine just standing there smacking you. It's fine.
Toe to toe, baby.
Reynard.
All right. So still hasted. We're just gonna
Mhm.
open up. Sorry, I'm waiting on this to load. So attacking the green one with advantage. I'm gonna go ahead and use Great Weapon Master and take a -5 on it to go for +10 damage.
Okay.
And I actually did recalc the formula for damage, so hopefully that. Okay, so first attack.
Oh, nice, 25.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Is it a
it.
crit with Power of Enemy? Or is that a different feature? Or there's a Hex Blade thing? Okay, it's a different thing.
Sorry, is that a crit? I did
Mm.
crit.
No. It's
no?
it shows the number in green if it's a crit. That was a
Oh.
roll of 19, so not
Yeah,
quite.
Got it.
Oh,
All right, so then presumably that hits. And
Also,
how damaged does he look right now?
So generally speaking, I'll tell you when they are bloodied. This one is not yet, so still over half health. But here's actually a question. If anybody knows, Great Weapon Master, when it drops your attack, no, the crit would still work normally, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
if you roll a 20,
Yeah.
it's still
Yeah. Yeah.
Still, yeah.
Okay, but
Okay.
yeah, you can roll your damage.
Damage, so that's 12 slashing, 3 radiant, and then 10 more from Great Weapon Master, so 25. I think I'll hold off on Divine Smite since we have dragons in the air. All right.
It is
Second
indeed
attack.
bloodied at this point.
It is. All right, so second attack of 3, all with advantage. Again, using Great Weapon Master
Mhm.
for all of them.
Bless you.
same roll.
Another 19.
Wow. All
Oh
right.
yeah.
So
Okay,
close.
so that's 22 damage. And then the final attack.
Still a hit.
With the -5?
Yep.
Okay. And that's 32 damage.
That was a lot of damage.
It is a lot of damage.
I told him he was going to die. I wasn't lying. What'd you think?
Okay.
All right, not moving. I'm happy where I am. That's it.
As another turn rolls around, the city is still around you is still in chaos, but you hear the roars of dragons. Those of you who are out of the alley, though, and who might glance that way, you notice a fourth dragon.
Is it gold?
Bigger than the others, and gold.
Yay!
That could be a good
Is
thing.
that good?
I think it's a
That
good
could be a
thing.
very
I
good
think
thing.
he's going to battle the other dragons in the sky.
Anyways, the green dragon is going to green dragon warrior is after being like turned into a turtle and back again, and
Well,
yeah, you don't really see any emotions because they are covered all up, but they must be pretty confused about all of this. But they decide that they're going to go ahead and refocus on this crazy naked person here. And the warrior conjures up a great sword that is just a little bit longer than yours, and and then attacks Reynard.
oh,
With
see,
that,
we're comparing sides.
and what's your AC? It doesn't even.
21 with.
Yeah, well, that would not hit. Regardless, whatever it was, it would not hit anyone. Okay, well, that's the green one's turn. Mervin.
I think it's worth it to try Fairy Fire again.
Wait, the black one already has advantage on it. Has 2 advantage on your next 2 hits. You should try sharpshooter on it.
Yeah, okay, fine. All right, we'll do Sharpshooter for the next 2 hits that I do. Oops. Advantage. And advantage. Doing Sharpshooter on both. So -5 and -5. They both hit. And they both do 21 points of damage. And I'll use another Arcane Jolt to get Todd up higher. Todd gets another 8.
The black one is bloodied again. Or as well, bloodied as well.
Mhm.
And Todd. Todd will. You know what? Actually, Todd's going to regenerate again. Oh, damn. Why do I?
Indestructible Todd.
Todd can't do that much damage, so I think it's more valuable that he keeps taking hits. So.
Frid.
Yeah, let's do that. Maybe not the best optimal thing, but Fred will do this. He's going to use his Dragon Mark to channel the spell through it, which is Chaos Bolt. The target will be the Black Dragon. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Chaos Bolt. Normal. Is it an at advantage, or has the advantage all been used up?
It's been used up, yeah.
Used up, yeah. Or an 18.
Wait, it's advantage because I gave you silvery barb. You haven't used that one yet.
Oh yeah, let's use that then. So damage from the first, regardless if it hits.
I mean, I shot him twice.
Yeah, but I have
No,
silvery barb's advantage.
CG.
So 4 damage.
Yeah, I believe so. Let me just double check. 2d8, which is that. Plus 1d6, so it's 9 damage, and the damage type is either acid or fire. I'm going to make it fire damage.
Good choice. Acid would have been a bad choice.
That doesn't surprise me. Then, bonus action. No, let's not use a bonus action. Yeah, let's just do that. We've done a little bit of damage, a very little bit of damage, but hey, that's my dragon
Alright.
mark.
Celery. Oh yeah, you're crawling.
Yeah, I'm crawling because I want the disadvantage on range attack. I'm gonna summon a draconic spirit at 6th level. Let's just put it on the blue one right behind it in the air. Did I not drag it out? For some reason I can't drag it out. Let's try it. Yeah, it's not coming out.
For some reason, it is like I can, because I've got two instances of the game. I can see it in one of them, but not in the one where I'm like DM. So,
Can you just put a random token
let
behind it for now?
let me try pulling it. No. Oh, actually, yeah, this was something. Yeah, because your tokens for some reason were a little bit weird. There was something about them earlier on. I'm gonna give you let's see. What kind of a token do you get for your dragon?
A dragon.
Yeah, I've got a blank one.
Okay, that's fine. It's large size, great. I'm going to choose try to choose acid damage. Yeah, I'll choose acid as my resistance from this.
Yep.
And then I can take 3 attacks on the blue one and a breath weapon. And the breath weapon is going to be acid as well for this instance. So the DC is 18. That's this one. And then here's my 3 rend attack on it. Ooh, I think all 3 hits, if I'm not wrong. Those are non-magical piercing damage. Okay, crawl my way up to here. Parsnip is going to use the help action again on the black one, and that's my turns.
Alright. Is the draconic spirit like flying in the? Is it like so the blue dragon is like 15 feet up? Is the draconic spirit then like 20 feet up?
Sure. Let's say it's 20 feet up flying then. I'll put it out.
Okay, let me also I need to calculate the damage still. There's a lot of damage. All right, it's not that much.
Yeah, it's not that
45
much.
piercing and whatever it takes from the breath weapon.
Yeah. Okay. Then it is the blue dragon's turn, and it notices this little dragon that appeared right next to it, and the blue dragon warrior is going to go ahead and conjure up. I don't know. It just conjures up a regular sword and slices at the thing. What's the
My
AC?
AC is 20.
Yeah, I didn't really care because it rolled 12 on that attack. But I had to ask. Pyros, it's your turn.
All
So
right.
it was possible for it to miss the turn.
Oh shit! Why is it
There's a
not coming
draconic
out?
spirit or something. All right.
Yeah, but
Feeling a bit more confident that at least some of his powers are back after being able to do the Eldritch Blast, I'll go ahead and use the bonus action for the Genie's Wrath Flight. Or not Wrath, what was it? Elemental Gift Flight. Basically, just to
there we
go
go.
30 feet up. And let's see. So now we've kind of done about half the damage on 2 of them. Started breaking into the blue. I'll go ahead and just launch at the green one so that someone with better use of the advantage can get the advantage from the black one. So let's see. Boom. Oh, wrong button. That one. That's a miss. That's a miss. That's probably a hit.
Yes, the last one was a hit.
All right. So that's action, bonus action, and movement. That's it.
All right. A lot of damage this time from Pyros. Good job. Good job.
Yep.
It's the Black Dragon's turn, Dragon Warrior's turn, and they're going to go ahead and hit Reynard as well, or attempt to hit Reynard. Rolls a 1.
Plot armor is the best armor.
Reynard, it's your turn.
Still just wailing away with single-minded focus against this green one. Whom I have
I'm
sworn was
surprised
going
these
to
boys
die.
don't have legendary actions.
Hey, they were tough when you were like level 8.
That's
And also, that was a year ago since they have been, activated, so they are wearing down.
It's funny. All right, here we go. So, okay, so once again, using Great Weapon Master, so -5. Here's the roll. That's shite.
That is a miss.
Okay, and then, yes, second one.
That's it.
Okay. So 28 damage.
And it's dead.
All right. Great Weapon Master gives me a bonus attack then, and I will go ahead and use that with advantage against the black one. And I still have 1 more attack action to use for the turn. So 2 more attacks. Wait, just Great Weapon Master actually does proc extra attack, right? So I get a double attack?
It does. It does on bonus. Just on bonus.
Yeah.
Single.
Right. So just to be clear then, so the death trigger is giving me an extra attack against the black one. But then my extra
your bonus
attack
action.
is double that, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that's all. Okay. Okay, so first attack is with advantage, and that's going to consume the advantage charge, right? So
Yep.
presumably that's a miss. Okay, and then I'll stop using Great Weapon Master then and just do normal rolls for the last 2 attacks. Don't know if the 17 hits.
Yes.
17 does hit.
Yeah.
So 16 damage, and then the last attack. Okay. 21 and 12 more damage.
Yeah, okay. Then...
All fulfilled on the green one. I'll use a free action to spit on its corpse.
Then it is a new turn. You can indeed notice in the distance that the dragons are fighting each other, or rather, the gold dragon is fighting the others.
Free ride to the lich.
Mervin,
I like
it's your turn.
So since these are only one-story buildings,
Mm-hmm.
if I move a little more to the side, like like there,
Mm-hmm.
could I get a clear shot on the blue one?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm thinking that Reynard is not going to is fully capable of taking down the black one, but can't get to the blue one. So I'm thinking it might be more useful for me to start working on that guy.
Well, I mean, all that needs to happen is for somebody to break Reynard's concentration, and then you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, and it's whatever. 1, 2, 3.
Whatever, we just met.
One issue with the paladins concentrating on spells, especially something like haste.
Haste.
Yeah.
Yep. I know. That's why I do have resilient
Constitution.
Constitution. Yes. But
All right.
Warcaster would be an idea too.
Should I use sharpshooter? No, they have high AC. I'm not going to use sharpshooter. Actually, you know what? I'm going to cast firebolt instead. Am I within range?
You know magic?
Yes. I have magic. Firebolt.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay. That serves me right. It serves me right.
We've definitely seen better from you in the past.
Because
There's some random effect that's about to come out from the net one.
Actually, it is not really from the nat 1, but Mervin, you fling out a firebolt. And you indeed do, but it veers off target and hits the draconic spirit instead.
It's okay.
it's okay. 16 fire damage. That's fine.
I'm resistant to it anyway, so it's fine.
Oh, great. So it's only 8.
When you said it wasn't because of the one, my immediate thought was, oh wait, wasn't there a case where you had a firebolt that turned into a fireball?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
A little mini fireball. Yeah, that was great. Todd.
Yeah, actually, that is a good kind of point to bring up to David, because everybody has been speaking. You've all been saying how like the spell plague randomness sometimes makes spells stronger. That's not the case. It changes them. You've noticed most of the time, I suppose, when it's made things stronger, but I guess you've missed a lot of the times when it's made things weaker or made things not work as they should.
Yeah.
So it's not it's not a positive thing.
Like when Spider-Climb made it so Frid's hands got glued to a treasure chest.
That was the most scared I've ever been in a D&D campaign.
Oh,
That was terrifying.
yeah, that was awful. But that's such a good trap to like keep in mind, though. Okay. Todd is gonna bonk the black one. Oh wait, shoot! He's supposed to roll at advantage.
I don't think he has advantage anymore.
Oh,
on it.
you're right. You took it. Yeah,
Yeah.
never mind. Yeah. Okay, so then he missed.
Mish.
He missed.
Frid.
So
Cone of cold the whole place. Kill everyone.
oh god.
6th level spell slot. Yeah, let's do it. In order to hit the blue dragon warrior with a range attack, am I good to move, say, there?
Sure.
Cool.
Could you Misty Step on top of the building?
I could, but I will not. I'm then going to cast a spell that is going to hurt, hopefully. It rhymes with firebolt. It's firebolt.
That's
It's not a
that's
very
not
good
how.
rhyme coming from the bard.
Yeah.
Technically
Yeah.
true. It does rhyme.
Okay, so yeah, no, none of my cantrips do more. Firebolt is, where have I got that set up? There. Normal roll.
How did both of you
Q.
get ones on the firebolt?
Yep, that's a miss.
It's like the
Uh,
best cantrip. Wait, show of hands. Who has Firebolt? Is
I
it just
can't and I want it. I didn't prepare it today.
After
You have to
today's
prepare
performance,
I don't think you have to prepare
Uh,
cantrips.
For wizards, you can.
Oh, interesting.
So
Wow.
it's, whenever you finish a long rest, you can change one for another. For
Oh, that's
for
right. They
wizards.
technically learn like all their cantrips, and you just pick ones. That's right.
Interesting.
Wow, is that nice?
And then I'm just gonna turn and face the. I'll move like slightly more, and then I'm gonna turn and face the dragons flying and fighting. Give that a little watch. that'll be my turn.
They are far off in the distance. Celery.
Do any of these dragon warrior wears metal armor by any chance?
Yeah, they are completely covered in metal armor. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to face that up into a standing position. So I'm standing right here.
All right.
And then I'm going to do my shocking grasp at advantage because they're wearing armor. So triple roll on this again. Ooh, yes, it's a crit. Take all of that beautiful. Oh my god, I was so low on damage, and then I walk back. Yeah. And then Draconic Spirit is gonna take its 3 attack and breath weapon that doesn't hit me, does it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can angle it in a certain way. So that's it again.
Yeah, because it can. Yeah, it chooses kind of where it starts it from.
And then this is my 3
Sorry.
attack on it.
Your
That's a
breathing
16
acid all
hit.
over the roof, right?
Yeah.
Is that a concern?
I don't care. It's fine.
not your
Violence is
roof.
the way.
Just dropping acid on the roof. That's all.
How much is that? That's.
So my question is if 16 hits it, because 2021 hits.
16. Yes, it's yeah. So roll one more.
Oh, okay.
So that's
So 40 plus the breath weapon.
all right.
Parsnip's just gonna help again. That's it for my turn.
Yep. Okay, the blue one is bloodied as well. And the blue one is going to. Hold on, shocking grasp. Yeah, it can't just take reactions. So it's gonna go ahead and attack the Draconic Spirit. Why not? Good old classic smack at the thing. And the Draconic Spirit is going to take 16 points of damage.
Is this elemental in any case?
It's force damage. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they take the full force damage.
Yeah. Peros.
All right. So yeah, now both of these guys are looking hurt. Is there anything else I'd rather do? Now, every other option I have would not exactly work great in this situation. So I'm just going to blast the black one. So,
First hit is at advantage.
oh, advantage for that one?
Yeah, the first one is.
Oh, okay.
That mattered.
So the force is what's
21.
actually increased. So 12 plus the 9, I guess, if we're just doing the first roll. So 26 for that first one. And 3 total. So 48.
I'm not gonna calculate that. It's dead.
Great.
Okay. Pyros, anything else?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. Well then, Reynard, show us what you can do with an enemy on the
I
roof.
should have thought about that, but
Oh, sure, I can Misty Step to it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to at this point. I feel like things are pretty well in hand. Well, talk to me about the roof. It's all like blasted with cold from the cone of cold. Does that help if I wanted to try to climb up the wall?
I mean, that wall would not really have been hit much with it, and that probably doesn't help. A stone wall with a cold stone wall is probably not easier to climb than.
If you mounted
warm one.
Parsnip, would it be able to reach?
Can Parsnip help me out? I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, no, I mean,
Parsnip
again,
can
climb
all,
up.
right?
Hold your
two-story
turn for
building.
Todd to throw you up.
I am totally down. If Todd can do that.
I don't actually think Todd.
Pretty much no.
All right, well,
He has pretty
I'm
good
gonna
athletics,
try to
but I still
scale
don't
the-
think he could do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to run and where's a window on the side of that, because I'm gonna try to use the window to help me climb up the side of the thing.
So you're going to try to climb the wall?
Mhm.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
All right. I need to find a way to like keep the character sheet open without obscuring the whole screen. Is there such a way? Or is it just get a bigger monitor?
Yes, you can. It would be a little bit cumbersome if you're using one monitor. If you
Yeah.
pop out your character sheet and then move your window of your Roll20 so it's not full screen, so it's only slightly, so you have a slight edge at the side, and then move your character sheet so it's over at that very side. So you then either click on the edge to go into your character sheet, where you've got this external pop out open, and then you click back on the map when you want to see inside the map.
Got it. Okay. Yeah.
That would be my best suggestion.
yeah, there's a
If you've
button
got
along
one
the top to
monitor.
basically pop it out into a separate
Mhm.
tab or separate window
Okay.
even.
All right, well, there's the
Yeah, you succeed in getting up. It's not easy, as the whole thing is pretty. Yeah, it's not an easy thing, but you managed to do it.
Okay, so how much movement have I used then to go from where I'm standing 10 feet to the wall and then climb up 15 feet of wall? I don't know what my climbing speed is.
I mean, it would have kind of been a jump and such. So, I mean, you end up next to the blue dragon, if you
Okay.
want.
I do want, and I'm going to go ahead and smack him twice then. So let's do that. Oops. Now what did I do? The heck? Oh, I thought I had figured it out, and now it's just spinning and not loading. Oh, there it goes. It's just taking a long time. Sorry, everybody.
It's okay.
All right, so first attack. Is that not working now? Does it? If I have it in its own window, is it not going to be able to report to the other window?
No,
It should.
Pan.
It
It
should be.
does. It does.
It does. I'm clicking it and nothing's happening.
Hmm.
Oh no, it's because the input value window was behind it. So, sorry. Figuring out the mechanics of this.
So all good. Did you did you notice, by the way, that I added this little barrel of water here in case Frid wanted to summon a water elemental?
Oh,
That was literally my thought. I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna add a water barrel here, so you have water to summon an element."
I have a canteen full of water.
nice.
I'm always capable of causing great things to happen.
If we actually had to fight the dragons, then maybe.
Yeah, that would be when I'd do it.
All right, so
Hits.
yeah,
16 damage for the first attack and then 15 for the second.
yeah, I don't care. It's dead.
Oh, well,
So much for interrogating them.
It's kind of funny how often you rolled ones for the 1d8 radiant damage.
oh, I wasn't even tracking that.
Yep, they have all been vanquished.
Woo! What's going on with the sky battle?
The dragons seem to be continuing on battling, and they seem to be moving
Oh.
away from the city. The
Should've
big gold dragon seems to be like pushing them out.
Mm.
Darn.
Out of
Orphaned
curiosity, what
ring.
happens to their weapons when they die? Because they were like conjuring their weapons each turn.
Yeah, I mean the weapons just like they don't exist. they basically just magically create weapons out of thin air and use them, and then they disappear the weapons. So they don't have any weapons.
Could I go through the corpses and look for the black obsidian from them?
Mm-hmm. The armor of each of them crumbles to dust as you start
Already
touching them. So they crumble away. You do find a piece of rock in all of them.
So who had the other two from before?
You?
Okay, yeah, I'm happy if it was me. So I'd like to hold all 5 of them together, see if anything happens.
Do we have all 5? I thought
We do.
the yellow one was sort of just. Oh no, the yellow one came and
We do.
found us. No, you're right.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
And if I hold them against my dragon mark, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
You probably have to take it back to the cave in Rodonia for them to do anything.
How big are they?
They like fill up your palms.
Individually or each?
All
All together. Okay.
together. Yeah.
So I could swallow them, right?
No fun.
What?
Try and do that. I'll smack them out of your hands.
I mean, okay. So you could try, and you know how everything is edible at least once. This is that kind of a situation. You could try to eat. You could try to swallow one once.
Right. So I put all 5.
Make a smoothie, you know.
Yeah, no, I'll just keep all 5 of them in like my pocket, like close to my chest. You know, let's see.
So when I see you pull out the other 2 that seem to match these 3, you know, as I'm like hopping down off the roof, watching you go through the corpses, I'll ask about that. These are things you've fought before, I take it.
Yeah. They're dragon warriors. We released them onto the world. They tried to take over an empire. They became mind controlled and became obsessed with killing us. At least that's our working theory.
Sort of when we were
Is this the
in
last of them?
when we were in Rodonia, which was a year ago, which is within the Empire. About 20 years prior, the city, or I guess they were a kingdom, they had been worshipping dragons for centuries, and then the Empire colonized them, and now that's not allowed. So this one shaman, or I guess we just sort of stumbled upon the cave. The shaman didn't direct us to it, but we stumbled upon this cave, and I accidentally activated the 5 dragon warriors who are part of the Redonian religion, and they're supposed to, like, guard the kingdom. And then they were like, oh, well, we must take down the Empire, clearly. And so they were like, where is the Empire? And so we pointed them towards the capital, and then they just started marching. We tried to convince them to try and meet up with the resistance, but they didn't want to do that. They wanted to just go straight and try and kill the Emperor. Then the yellow one showed up later just to find us, and it was infected with the spell plague, and we don't
Yellow
know.
one, is that a 6th one, or is that one of the 5 whose essence you're holding?
That was one of the 5. Yeah, it was yellow, red, green, black, and blue.
Green, black, and blue are here.
We lovingly refer to them as the Power Rangers. And the yellow one shows back up alone, and it's infected. And then we came across the red one later. It was also infected. So we assume somehow they just, I don't know what happened to them in their journey.
I believe we actually encountered the red one before the yellow one. The red one was in the cave with the red dragon.
No, it was the yellow one first.
They encountered the yellow one first, then red one, then yellow one again.
Oh, okay.
So that
we didn't even defeat the yellow one. We trapped it in a cave, and
we had one of our party members sacrifice himself so we could get away.
Oh, that's so sad.
Oh wow!
And then it found us in the forest.
Yeah.
In pieces, basically. It did not have. It was missing an arm and a leg, if I recall. Yeah.
So.
But again, they don't come back or anything. This is it.
Not to our knowledge.
Yeah.
Unless you.
We should make our way towards.
They were sort of when we activated them in the
cave.
In the cave, they were sort of in cocoons, but they weren't formed from nothing.
What would happen if I went in one of the cocoons?
They were there.
Do you think I'd get cool armor?
Well, every time one of these things have died, we've noticed there's no actual body inside the armor.
Became this warrior.
All right. Well, are we just kind of taking a short rest here, waiting for the guards of the city to respond to the chaos that just happened?
I feel like we should go towards the dragon.
We'll just leave.
Should we try and see if we can help with the actual dragon situation?
Right.
That's kind of far away, especially if Horfnidring is chasing them away.
Should you just
that whole thing seems to be moving away from you.
Well, now can you use sending to Horfnidring and see if he'll
I've not ever been able to contact Horfnidring with sending.
But we can see him. He's right there.
That's not how the spell works.
I know.
All right.
We could skywrite to Horfnidring.
Skywrite, go team!
Yeah.
Meet us.
All right. I do want to take stock as we're kind of, taking a look at bodies and telling the history of the party's history with these people. I do want to take stock of kind of the townspeople around here and the situation, because I don't know, were any innocent people hurt? It didn't look like it.
No. Yeah, everybody got away, and people, as they see that you've sort of stopped fighting, they just sort of look around a little bit, and some of them are looking at the dragons up there, and you do notice some guards showing up as well, and looking at the situation first, trying to assess what's going on.
Right. I want to kind of try to preemptively, calm everybody, assure them that the threat has passed, and so it looks like we're not part of the problem.
I like the notion of, so it looks like you're not.
Well, it it could easily look like we are the problem, right?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
could,
yeah.
We want to, kind of put away weapons. Everybody, it's okay. Stay calm. The threat has passed. That sort of thing.
Mhm.
We are the supreme victors of the killing tournament. No one will be able to best us.
While Raynar is doing that, I'll spam mending on Todd, so he's back
Sure.
up to full.
Sorry, Todd. I'll say.
We are gonna go ahead and actually finish cleaning up this situation next time. Then
That's good.
All right.
we're gonna leave it at this as a cliffhanger on are you gonna get executed for your crimes or what?
Haven't
We've
even
never
get
been
to fight
executed
Dragon
for our
from
crimes
this
so far.
Yeah.
Potentially
We-
only happens once.
Who knows? But yeah, that's gonna be it for today's session. So thank you everybody for joining, and David, hope you've had a fun time, and yeah, we'll be back
you.
next week.
Yeah.
All right. Look forward to it.
Bye.
Right.
Bye-bye,
See you.
everyone.
Bye. Wait a second. It's not working right. There we go. Thank you everyone on Twitch as well for watching. That's it for today. And yeah, next week I think we'll be playing maybe some Marvel Snap. I remember there was some other game that was like updating next week or something that I wanted to play. Well, some games next week anyways. But that's it for today. Thanks everyone. Bye.